Well, hello, my dear. You almost snuck up on me. Almost. Please, make yourself comfortable. Well, I'm just getting the fire burning hot. As you know, it remains very chilling, even in the warmer months. But I digress. It's still a delight. The air is different. Not quite as delightful as the fall, but I'll take it. Life is certainly in the breeze, and that can be frustrating. But don't take that to heart. You wouldn't want to dig me deeply.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the fear you can hear. Welcome to the world of terrifying imagination. It gives me a fiendish delight to invite you on a very unusual expedition. For in our tale to come, we are going to travel not to distant shores, not to outer space, but instead backwards in time. Time as the archaeologist knows it, the depths of time. Strange thing about archaeology, it seeks to understand life by the study of death.
Can we try to uncover the rest of the body, Professor?
Of course. Jimmy, get the 3 or 4 fellows to help you, and do it carefully. There's no way of telling the body's position.
Sure thing, Professor.
Oh, this is awful. What are we going to do?
Don't worry. Ancient bodies are your specialty. Fresh ones are mine.
But how do you know it's murder?
You surprise me. A suicide may dig her own grave, but you'd hardly expect her to pull the dirt in after her.
Our mystery drama, Dig Me Deadly, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by S.J. Wilson and stars Louise Larrabee. It is sponsored in part by the Kellogg Company, makers of Kellogg's Special K cereal. I'll be back shortly with Act 1.
And now another tale of the ball and chain. At Kellogg's Special K presents
Last Tango in Pittsburgh.
There I was at Raoul's All Right Tango Lounge.
My little orchid, will you tango with me?
It was Raoul.
You're a splendid dancer.
Thank you.
But what was that?
I was what?
That sound effect.
Oh, I'm a few pounds overweight, and this ball and chain points out how my extra weight can get in the way.
I'm pointing you back to your chair.
Our heroine decided to lose that extra weight. She exercised and ate smart at every meal, starting with a Special K breakfast. A bowl of Special K, skim milk, tomato juice, and coffee. It's less than 240 calories, 99% fat-free, and 100% delicious. After a while, she was rid of the ball and chain and back at Raoul's.
Darling, you're looking fantastic.
What a happy ending.
What ending? We're just getting started.
Raoul, get lost.
Your happy ending could begin with the Kellogg's Special K breakfast.
And that's another tale of the ball and chain.
Frank Lieber with a special announcement exclusively for Radio 1080 listeners. Metroplex Tire and Appliance stores are offering a front-end alignment that's guaranteed to last for 5 years or 50,000 miles. A regular $20 value, but just for our listeners, the price is, you guessed it, $10.80. $10.80 for most American cars. And the guarantee is good nationwide. But you must ask for the Radio 1080 special at Metroplex Tire and Appliance. In Carrollton at Beltline and Josie Lane. In Town East at Town East Boulevard and Gus Thomason Road. Ask for the Radio 1080 special at either location. And for just $10.80, you'll have your car's front-end alignment taken care of. for the next 5 years or 50,000 miles. And at no extra charge, your 2 front tires will be expertly balanced. Metroplex Tire and Appliance in Carrollton and Town East. And watch for their new location opening soon at 4102 Lemon Avenue, just 3 blocks north of Oak Lawn.
You and I know that death is no respecter of time. It often comes unbidden, unexpectedly, even fiercely and murderously. So, get your pith helmets, your sunglasses, your axes, shovels, and all the other paraphernalia you will need to join us in Dig Me Deadly.
Young man, why aren't we on a road? Why do we have to cross the desert?
Because it's the fastest way to where we're going, Detective Scrubshaw.
Not Scrubshaw, Trubshaw.
Trubshaw.
Detective Claudia Trubshaw. And I bet your last toothpick, which I wish you'd take out of your mouth, that we're really crossing the Rocky Mountains.
They're in Colorado. This is Arizona.
I know it's Arizona, Sheriff Wiley. It's where I came to spend my vacation with my sister before you showed up with all your hornswoggling.
Oh, ma'am, I did no such thing.
Now, what else would you call it? I came here to get away from L.A. and all that smog and to breathe in the pure, fresh, clean air of Tucson. Now, thanks to you, I've got more sand in my mouth than the whole Sonora Desert.
That's Mexico. This is Arizona.
I've got news for you. It's left Mexico and settled in my lungs. Now, you mean to tell me that in the entire state of Arizona there isn't a police officer, anybody who can cover this case, that you had to drag me into this no-woman's land?
Those are my orders, ma'am.
But why would my boss in Los Angeles assign me to an Arizona case?
Well, I guess he knew you were in the neighborhood.
That makes as much sense as kissing one of those cactuses.
They're called saguaros.
Now stop changing the subject. Now, will you tell me where we are going?
Like I said, west of Naco.
Good for you. You have advanced to the next plateau. And why are we going there?
Because that's where they're digging.
Superb. Now, who are they?
The kids that are digging.
Wiley, did you ever have your IQ tested?
Not so as I know.
Well, don't. It's probably lower than Death Valley. And I know that's in California. Now, why are they digging?
For dead bodies, I think.
Stop this car at once.
Well, what's wrong, Detective?
Now, I'm not riding another minute until you tell me what this is all about.
Well, what more do you want to know?
Why I'm sitting in this rolling junk heap on my way to West Naco or wherever.
Well, there are these kids there.
What kids?
These kids from some school near L.A. Every summer they come and they dig up things that are supposed to be real old.
In other words, students working on an archaeological dig.
Never could pronounce that word.
Forget the pronunciation. Just try and make some sense.
Well, a few days ago, I am sitting in the sheriff's office when this here girl comes by.
Excuse me.
Sure, miss. Come on in.
Is the sheriff here?
Well, truth is, there is no sheriff.
Then who's in charge?
Well, I guess I am. Sergeant Deputy Sheriff, you could say, and name is Wiley.
I'm looking for help.
That's why I'm here. What can I do for you?
But you're not a real sheriff.
Well, I don't get paid for it, but they give me the badge. Why don't you try me?
I'm one of the students working at the Broadfields. The dig.
Why don't you sit down?
And there's some trouble there.
What kind of trouble?
Well, it's just it. I can't tell exactly, but someone's following me. Wherever I go, I have the feeling someone right behind me or hiding and waiting to do something to me. Something terrible.
Isn't there anyone in charge?
Well, Professor Wilkerson, but he says I'm imagining things.
Well, now, have you ever really seen anyone following you?
No, but only the other day someone went through my bureau and my luggage.
And are they messing?
No, but things were all messed up.
Now, what's your name?
Rogers. Edith Rogers.
Miss Rogers. Now, do you have any idea why somebody'd be tailing you or looking through your things?
I think someone's trying to kill me.
Kill you? Hey, that's serious. Why would anyone want to do that?
Because they're afraid of me, scared of what I could do.
Well, you don't look like you could trouble a horned toad. What are they scared of?
Well, you see, no, I can't tell you. If they found out I came here, they'd do it faster. Anyway, you can't help me. Maybe nobody can.
Wait a minute. Wait there.
Then what did you do?
I phoned that Professor Wilkerson. Say, Detective, can we get this thing going again?
All right, but only as long as you tell me everything you know.
Well, I called up that professor, and I told him about it. And he said that it was the girl's first summer there, and that working in the hot sun and seeing all those graves and skeletons was something she just wasn't used to. Then he said he'd take care of it and for me not to worry. Well, now, at first I thought I'd better leave well enough alone, except that the whole thing just kept a-pecking at me. So, a couple of days later, I dropped by the Broadfield spread and was told by a girl who roomed with this Edith Rogers that this Edith Rogers here, she had left.
Did she say when?
I didn't ask.
Did she say how or why?
No, and I didn't ask that either.
Were her clothes and luggage gone?
Gosh, I didn't think to ask that neither.
Then how come you thought to ask for me?
Well, I called this friend of my father's who is Assistant Deputy Chief of Police.
Say no more. You called my boss, Morgan. In other words, this isn't an official assignment, is it?
Well, he told me you were in Tucson and to speak to you.
And dragging me through this sand heap is your idea of speaking to me. Wiley, if I admit something to you, will you promise never to tell anyone?
Sure thing, Detective.
I know of only one person who's a bigger fool than you.
Who'd that be?
Me.
Detective Trubshaw? I'm Julian Wilkerson. One of the students tells me you'd like to see me.
Only in an unofficial capacity, Professor. If you can be of assistance, fine. If not, I'll understand.
Well, I'll try.
Professor, this is Sheriff Wiley.
Oh, yes. How do you do?
Hi.
What's it all about?
The Rogers girl. I understand she's not here any longer.
Yes. I knew that girl would be more trouble than it was worth to bring her out here.
Then why was she here?
Oh, she was thinking of archaeology as a major. You see, she apparently comes from a difficult home. She had nothing to occupy her this summer, and the dean asked me if we could fit her in. Try to make her feel she belongs to something. A group.
Apparently it didn't work out.
No. She moped a lot. Got depressed, suspicious. Felt she wasn't wanted. I did everything I could. I got two of the nicest girls to room with her.
Now, who are they?
Oh, Janine Boulanger, a French exchange student. Specializes in atomic physics. And Susan Lathrop, a straight-A student, very outgoing, very bright.
Were there, any young men?
Yes, and I didn't like doing it, but I got Jimmy Trumbull to spend some of his free time with her. He's our prize. He's a brilliant fellow. We call him our Libby.
Libby? Well, now that's a girl's name, eh?
Wiley, you're famous for not asking questions. Why not live up to your reputation? Professor Libby developed the carbon-14 dating system.
Oh, he did he?
Yes. Anyway, Edith didn't take to the work or to anyone. It's no surprise that she just dropped out.
Are her belongings still here?
Well, I wouldn't know, but Susan would. She's in the specimen shed next door. Let me call her. Sue Lathrop.
Yes, Professor?
Well, can you come to my office for a minute?
Wiley, why don't you do something constructive, like seeing if you can get me something to wash down this sandstorm I swallowed? Thanks to you.
Sure thing, Detective. Anything special?
Just something soft, wet, and cold, please.
I'll be back in a minute. Oh, sorry, miss. I didn't mean to knock.
Oh, that's all right.
Susan, I'd like you to meet Detective Trubshaw.
A detective? From the police?
Yes, but not on official business.
What for, then?
I was wondering if Edith Rogers' belongings were still in her room.
Oh, Edith. Oh, no. She took everything when she left.
When was that?
Oh, about 4 or maybe 5 days ago. I'm not sure.
Do you have any idea why she left?
Not really. She didn't tell anyone she was going, but then she just didn't get... Well, what can I say?
Susan's trying to be discreet. The fact is, the girl just didn't belong.
Did anyone notify her family?
I know I didn't.
We just assumed that she hitchhiked her way home, or perhaps to one of the youth communes around here.
Then, at this point, we don't know if she left or disappeared.
But what would make you think she disappeared?
She went for help to what's supposed to be the local sheriff's office. She was frightened, thought she was being followed, that someone wanted to kill her.
That's just like her. She was so silly, so romantic, always making up stories where so-and-so loved her madly and so-and-so was terribly jealous of her. And of course she was always at the top of the triangle.
I suppose we could phone her home and see if she got there.
You fool! You stupid idiot fool! Such a
Well, no call to get yourself all heated up. It's just an old arrowhead.
That says radioactive area. Do not enter.
Sounds like Wiley tried to get me a bottle of atomic soda pop.
Oh, that's Shanine. Let's see what the fuss is about.
Now what, Wiley?
Well, it beats me. I just picked up this here arrowhead in that shed, and she comes down on me like an eagle on a stray lamb.
That is not an arrowhead, young fella. It's a spear point that happens to be about 12,000 years old. Trouble is, it's recently been through carbon-14 dating.
That?
Yes, and it may still be hot.
Like an atom bomb?
Hopefully, Wiley, you'll go up in a mushroom any minute.
Oh, Professor, I am so sorry.
Why, just give that arrowhead to Janine. She's wearing protective gloves. And then follow her. She'll take you to the decontamination room. You'll probably be all right.
Don't look so worried, Wiley. There's no chance of it affecting your brains.
You're sure now, Detective?
Absolutely.
Follow me, you goose. Quickly.
So that stone point is 12,000 years old.
Yes. Well, that's as close as we can get within the margins given by C-14. But Jimmy is now working with radioactive potassium, which can give us an earlier reading.
I thought 10,000 to 15,000 was about the earliest records we have of man on this continent.
Well, we've got some surprises in store. Not only for you, Detective, but for the world.
Really? Care to give me a clue?
I already have.
I filed that one away.
Which one?
With C-14, you can date back some 50,000 years, but with potassium, you can go back to at least 1 million years, right?
Yes, that was the clue.
Interesting. What are you hoping for?
It's no longer a hope, Detective. But you'll have to be patient and wait until we release our reports.
What's that all about?
I don't know. The kids seem to be heading for the northwestern bridge. I've got to go.
I'll bet it's Wiley again.
Nothing like this has happened before.
Nothing like Wiley has happened before.
Susan, do you know what's happening?
No, Professor, but it's something exciting. Maybe a new find.
I hope they didn't have to dig as much sand as I've got in my shoes. I'll catch up with you.
Hi, Detective, aren't you coming? Someone screamed.
Wiley, where have you been?
I've been in that shed with that French refrigerator.
I need your shoulder.
Well, what for?
To lean on so I can get the Sahara out of my shoes.
Okay, but you better hurry.
Riley, no matter what has happened up there, you've got to do something for me.
What's that?
In that shed, can you remember what you saw there?
Pretty much.
Then listen carefully.
Oh, Bob, dear, it's a woman's hand. And I know whose it is. By the ring. The silver band.
Well, whose is it?
Edith Rogers.
Oh. All right, no one touch anything until Detective Trubshaw gets here.
A detective?
Lady detective in here.
Okay, kids, one detective coming up. Let me through.
All right. Yes. Let the detective through, please.
Well, from the looks of it, here's a lady who definitely needs a hand. Who found her?
I did.
And who are you?
James Trumbull.
I told you about him, remember?
Oh, yes, you're Libby, as you call him.
Yes.
But there doesn't seem to be any digging around here. Is this the way you found her? Just one hand sticking out of the sand?
No. I was on my way to the datum point to figure out what the next grid would be when I passed this place and noticed that someone had been digging around here. The sand wasn't as flat as the surrounding area and not as compact. So I began to brush away the top layer until I uncovered this one hand.
Professor, have I your permission to supervise this matter until I get official regulations?
Well, yes, of course.
Thanks. Has anyone been able to identify the hand?
Susan, she said it is Edith Rogers.
What makes you think that?
The silver band. I was with her when she bought it in town a couple of weeks ago.
She bought a silver wedding band?
I asked her why, and she said she expected to be married very soon. It just sounded like one of her crazy stories, so I forgot about it.
I see. Well, rings have been known to change fingers. Can we try and uncover the rest of the body?
Of course. Jimmy, get 3 or 4 fellows to help you. Do it carefully, please. There's no way of telling the body's position.
Sure thing, Professor.
Oh, this is awful. What are we going to do?
Don't worry, Professor. Ancient bodies are your specialty. Fresh ones are mine.
Yes, but this is liable to stop our work. This place will be crawling with police, newsmen, television crews, what all.
Really? Why? Isn't murder a little too common to rate that kind of attention?
But how do you know it is murder?
Miss Lathrop, you surprise me. A suicide may dig her own grave, but you'd hardly expect her to pull the dirt in after her.
Pit's very shallow, Professor. I don't think we should use shovels. Shall we use the brushes from here?
Sure, but let's get a move on, eh?
Ah! Look! The hand is attached only to bones, to a skeleton.
Oh, no, I've never seen it.
Oh, now, will you all stop crowding? You'd think this was a Hollywood opening.
Oh, Janine is right. There is no body. The hands are attached to a skeleton.
Fully fleshed hands attached to a body that is nothing more than bones, a skeleton. You know, Mother Earth is very miserly about giving up her secrets. But little by little, man has dug them out of her. But never before has there been this kind of puzzle, in which the hands belong to the present and the body to the past. We'll be back shortly with Act 2.
Hi, I'm Hal Linden. There's a lot of talk these days about America's energy crisis. Talk about doing without heat, about doing without our cars, about what's going to happen if we run out of fuel. Well, we may not have to run out of fuel if we all work together to conserve the fuel we have. That means turning your thermostats down to 68 degrees during the day and turning them down to 60 at night. It means turning off lights, TV sets, and electrical appliances the minute we're finished with them. It means driving no faster than 50, starting or joining carpools, avoiding the kind of stop-and-go motoring that eats up gas by the gallon. In short, it means saving every ounce of energy we can, every chance we get. So please, do your part to make the fuel supply stretch a little further. For your own sake, don't be selfish. Don't be foolish. Don't be fuelish.
This message from the Federal Energy Office and the Advertising Council.
You don't just make a profit in the beef business. You work for it. Working to keep your feeders out of a growth slump. Fighting the diseases and everyday stress that threatens your herd. And always sweating it out with a tight profit margin. Through it all, one name is there to help you. Terramycin. When the going gets rough, nothing works harder, more ways, to give you the kind of protection you need. Terramycin. Depend on it. From Pfizer. More for growth and health.
We return to our dilemma. The question is, what is a bunch of young, bright college students going to do about a body that has fully fleshed hands attached to the bones of a skeleton? And what is our lady detective, Claudia Trubshaw, going to do with this seemingly improbable corpse?
Yes, Captain. You've got to tell me under whose jurisdiction this case belongs. No, there is no local police department. The hands may be the Roger girls, but the body, wait till you get this, it's a skeleton, and the professor tells me it's over 2,500 years old. Stop yelling. I know it sounds crazy, but they just did a C14 test on one of the bones, and that's the result. 2,500 years old. But not the hands. Whose case is it, I want to know? Mine? Why mine? Well, will you get in touch with the FBI at once? No, I can't use anyone here to help me that's already here. Why not? Because they're all under suspicion, that's why not. Lunkhead. It's nice of you, Miss Boulanger, to take time off to have this little talk with me.
Professor Wilkerson said I should answer all your questions to the best that I can.
Do you always do what Professor Wilkerson asks?
Oh, yes, he is a marvelous man. He is so brilliant.
I'm sure. Tell me, do you have many friends among the other students?
I don't think so.
Not even Jimmy Trumbull?
Oh, he is nice, but he is such a little boy.
And the others?
I am afraid they're all too jealous.
Do you know why?
Oh, they think that the professor treats me like a favorite.
Well, does he?
Of course not. But I have studied all this and done it in France before, so I know it very well. And they do not.
I think I understand. This body we found, you've seen it?
I could not bear to look.
Oh, but you did. Now tell me, in all your work, both here and in France, have you ever seen anything like it?
No, absolutely not.
And you couldn't explain how two perfectly fleshed hands could be attached to a prehistoric skeleton?
It's against all possibilities.
What did you think of Edith Rogers?
She was very unfortunate.
In what way?
Oh, she so badly needed some kind of an attachment. With a boy, I mean. And I think she almost found it. But then that Susan Lathrop got in the way and kept it from happening.
How do you mean?
Oh, I don't like talking gossip. But Edith Rogers liked very much this Jimmy Trumbull. But that Susan, who blows hot one day and cold the next, makes up her mind that Jimmy is her property. And she says to that Rogers girl she should stay off her property.
Anything else, Janine?
No. That is all.
Thank you. You've been very helpful. Come on in. Oh, hello, Jimmy.
Hello, Detective Trubshaw. Professor Wilkerson says you want to see me.
I have just a few questions that may or may not help clear up some of your problems.
My problems?
No, not yours personally, but the outfit.
But where's the problem?
Well, if those hands belong to Edith Rogers, it means she's dead. And that, I'd call a problem.
This whole thing's crazy. It's some kind of gag. I mean, it's not possible for a skeleton of someone who's been dead for over 2,000 years to have the hands of someone who was alive a week ago, or less.
Did you see Edith Rogers about a week ago?
Yes, ma'am.
I understood you were one of the very few who was sort of interested in Edith Rogers.
Well, I was sorry for her. She was lonely and frightened.
Did any of the others talk to you about her?
No, but Edith had a lot to say about us.
Can you give me some idea?
Edith thought Susan was a fake, that Janine was phony, and the rest of us pretty silly digging away in over 100 degrees temperature. She just didn't understand why we were doing it.
Didn't that make you wonder what she was doing here?
Oh, sure. But she was lonely, and she would have done anything to be anywhere. Oh, say, I almost forgot. Something funny happened this morning, and I meant to tell you about it, but with all the rumors and gossip, well, it just slipped my mind.
What was it?
On my way to the grid we're working on, I ran into this Indian. A really strange guy. He was dressed in some weird Mexican costume and had long drooping mustaches. And he asked me in this queer accent if I knew where Minnehaha was buried.
Minnehaha? Was he kidding?
Who knows? When I told him I didn't know, he became very sad. And he said his name was Tepexpan, and that his wife had died 10,000 years ago.
Tepexpan, no less.
The name's sort of familiar.
Oh, come on, Jimmy. Even I know that for years the Tepexpan man was considered the earliest specimen of man found in the United States.
Oh, of course.
What else did he say?
Well, let's see. Oh, I wrote it down here. Here it is. He said, "She who seeks shall find the answers in her mind if she can find the man that is called Tepexpan."
You're putting me on.
No, I'm not, honestly. And then he said that she would find the star of Tepexpan in the south of Tuxpan.
Can I have that paper, Jimmy?
Of course.
Thanks. Tepexpan, my foot. Wiley must be a genius to be able to drive this kidney buster. I can just about manage to keep the wheels straight. Now, where am I? Tuxpan. Ah, here it is, Tuxpan Avenue. Now turn south. How am I supposed to find the building? The Star of Tuxpan. Ah, lo and behold, a building with a star over the door.
Enter in peace, old ancient squaw.
I'll fix that one's TP. I was told you've been to the ancient burial ground.
You have been told well. I go to see my wife.
Is she one of the workers at the dig?
Oh, no, she toils no more. Your people toil for her.
Hit me with that one again.
She has been dead for over 10,000 years.
I thought it was 2,500. But what's a few years in a romance that's lasted that long, right?
Her spirit gives me many answers to my prayers.
Do the answers to mine happen to be among them?
Well, if you open the pouch, I will place a magic message within.
Gracias, senor.
It is but the will of the gods that I obey.
Incidentally, Senor Tuxpan, the next time you speak to the spirits of the gods, find out the name in Indian for fruitcake.
As ancient squaw commands.
And take that silly toothpick out of your face.
Who's there?
Shirley Holmes.
Who? Oh, it's you, Detective.
I was just being cute, Miss Lathrop. Shirley, Sherlock Holmes, get it?
What's there to get cute about?
I see you're packing.
I'm leaving.
I'm sorry, Miss Lathrop, but you're not going anywhere.
Why not?
Because everyone stays put until I get the answers to a thing or two.
Such as?
If the body we found yesterday was Edith Rogers...
I told you it has to be Edith. They are her hands.
Attached to a prehistoric skeleton.
I don't care what the radiocarbon dating says. I was with her when she bought that wedding band.
She didn't say anything about when she planned to get married.
No.
And you didn't ask?
I thought she was clowning.
So she impressed you as the sort of person who would clown about getting married?
I guess she wasn't old-fashioned enough to be serious about it. But most of the girls here aren't into things like getting married. We don't have such hang-ups.
And Edith Rogers was a square. Very square. You must have found it a bore to room with her.
Frankly, she was a bit of a drag.
How did Janine get along with her?
They hardly spoke to each other.
Because of Wilkerson?
How did you know?
Do you think either of them got anywhere with him?
Janine was making points. Not that she's so hot, but her father's an important politician in France, and Wilkerson is impressed by that sort of thing.
Ambitious, eh?
Even at his age.
Oh, come on, Miss Lathrop. He's not that old.
Old enough to have a son who's in college. As a matter of fact, it was good old Edith Rogers who told me that.
Did she tell you anything else?
Nothing important.
Have you ever seen anything like that body before?
Never.
Think hard. Maybe an experiment done on an animal in a lab or in the dating shed?
No. Besides, I'm not allowed in the shed.
Why not?
I don't get to work on dating until next term.
Oh, I guess I'll have to take my own advanced course with Professor Wilkerson.
Oh, that's Janine.
I was waiting for the second moccasin to drop. Let's go.
It is written in the book of Proverbs, and wisely, I believe, that whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. Our problem is that all our characters are diggers in pits. Even our ardent detective Claudia Trubshaw has been digging through level after level, but getting seemingly nowhere. I'll be back shortly with Act 3.
There's nothing wrong with drinking Budweiser sip by sip, is there? Well, the brewers of Budweiser think there's a better way. Sipping's fine if you're drinking wine. But Bud is the king of beers, a hearty drink. Look, Rinse a 10 or 12 ounce glass with cold water. Then open a can or bottle of Bud and pour it right down the middle so it kicks up a good head of foam. Now, take a big drink and then swallow big. No sips. That's how it should be done. More taste, more beer drinking enjoyment. Thanks to exclusive Beechwood aging, Budweiser has a smoothness that lets it go down especially easy. Sure, it's an expensive way to brew beer, but brewing beer right does make a difference. That's why, when you say Budweiser, you've said it all. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
There's no satisfaction quite like the satisfaction of getting a bargain. It brings a smile to your face, partly because you've saved money, mainly because you've beat the system by paying less when everything seems to be costing more. Hi, I'm Frank Lieber. Right now, True Value hardware stores have 14 of those smiles of satisfaction in stock. They're kitchen helpers from Echo and from Foley. You can get 2 for just 88 cents. Choose a can and bottle opener, a fruit and vegetable slicer, or a serving fork, or get a nylon baster. Its tube is graduated for measurement. And there's a 2.5-inch strainer for making egg coffee, for straining loose tea, or for separating orange juice from its pulp and seeds. You can get 2 of these kitchen tools for just 88 cents. That should make you smile with satisfaction. You'll grin from ear to ear when you see the rest of the 2 for 88-cent bargains at the True Value hardware store near your home.
Do you realize that the gunshot we heard at the end of the second act was the first time anyone has used a conventional weapon in our story? Well, gunshots may not only be used to signify someone's end, they may also be fired to start something.
Isn't that typical of a woman? She calls for help but doesn't bother to tell where she needs it.
It sounded far away. Maybe from the northern grid section.
You mean where the body was found?
Yes.
What could anyone be doing out there? Looking for clues?
Or maybe hiding.
Well, why didn't I think of that? There's our man.
You mean Professor Wilkerson?
Yes. Hey, Professor.
Here, Detective, over here.
There he is. He turned on his flash.
Professor, hold it a minute. Let me catch my breath. Did you hear Janine call?
No, I was covering grid S42. We were working late there. Are you sure it was Janine?
Pretty much, unless someone's imitating her accent. We don't know from where she called.
I think it came from that north grid.
First we heard what may have been a gunshot, and then we heard La Belle Janine calling for help.
Hey, has everyone around here gone bananas? They say they heard a gunshot.
Detective Trubshaw says Janine cried for help.
And where were you, Mr. Trumbull?
In the barracks, doing some research.
Well, anyway, the detective thinks that Janine is locked in somewhere.
How about the lab shed?
A thinker in the tank. Come on. Who has the key to the shed?
I do, but you'll have to wait out here.
What for?
I'll have to go in first to check on possible radioactivity inside.
Just 1 second, Professor. Janine? Janine, are you in there?
Yes, I am.
Is it safe for us to come in?
Yes, it is very safe.
All right, I got my key here on.
Oh, Professor.
That girl faints easier than I can think.
Janine, are you all right?
Don't ask her. She'll say no. Get her back inside. Now, for the rest of you, please, stay out here. Don't go anywhere, anyone.
Still planning to leave, Susan?
She wouldn't let me. Besides, what difference would it make to you if I did?
I'm just being friendly.
Isn't it a little too late?
What do you mean?
Well, now that Edith Rogers is dead, do you think I'd be waiting around to catch you on the rebound?
Look, I was just being kind to her.
Kind? Isn't there a phrase about someone being killed with kindness?
What are you getting at?
Now listen, James Trumbull. Because Edith Rogers was a fool doesn't mean all girls are.
No one ever said you were. Look, the only reason I took her out a couple of times was because the professor asked me to.
Aren't you the obedient student? What professors say, Jimmy do.
I don't know how else I can convince you.
You can't. And if I were you, I wouldn't try. Look, you can count on my being fair and keeping quiet. I'm not out for revenge. But I'm also not about to stick my neck out for anyone, including you.
I still don't know what you're getting at.
I'm getting at who killed Edith Rogers.
I don't know why it is, Professor, but I've never seen a woman in a faint whose legs didn't look lousy.
Oh, what happened?
That did it. It always does.
Janine.
I don't want to interrupt, but like a good archaeologist, would someone please get to the bones of the matter?
I'm speaking as fast as I know. I heard a noise at the window.
What kind of noise?
The window was opening.
Wasn't it locked?
It's always locked.
So I went to see what could be happening, and already there was this man climbing inside.
What was it like?
He was an old Indian man with long mustaches. I told him to get out, that it was dangerous to be here.
And then?
He would not say anything, but stood there. So I ran back to the lab room where I have my pistol. And when I returned, I found him in the specimen room. He had a leather bag tied around his waist. It was open.
Did you see him put anything in it?
No. But I held up the pistol and told him I would shoot if he didn't put back whatever he took. So he put his hand in the bag and took something out and threw it in my eyes. Then I pressed the pistol.
What did he throw?
Little things. I don't know.
Let's take a look.
All right. Now, wait. Here on the floor. It's thin slivers. It's maybe wood.
Let's take a closer look.
No, don't touch them.
For heaven's sakes, why not?
They may be hot. I'll get the counter.
Is anything missing, Miss Boulanger?
I have not looked.
Well, do that little thing. And, Miss Boulanger, the next time you find that you're stuck in here, just open the lock and walk out. Okay, folks, time has come to stop playing games.
What kind of games?
The game where one hand washes the other. Now, since you've got seniority, Professor, we'll start with you.
What kind of a game could I possibly be playing?
Well, as a professor, you're a great show. As a poker player, you're stupid.
Oh, really?
You don't know how to bluff. Remember how you insisted that spear point Wiley took from the shed had to be radioactive? Well, you were lying.
How dare you?
When it comes to the truth, Professor, I'm very daring. That spear point was in perfect condition. If it had been dated, a piece of it would have had to be missing.
How could you know that?
What do you think they teach us at the police academy? Home economics? Now, putting it simply, the less carbon-14 in an object, the older it is, right?
That is correct.
And the older, the more valuable.
Sure, that's what we're here for, to find evidence leading back to the first human being in America.
And when you can't find it? Well, then you can fake it, can't you?
What do you mean, Detective?
There's no dating equipment in that shed.
You are preposterous.
Wait till you hear how preposterous I really am. Only 2 people have been allowed in that shed. You and Miss Boulanger.
Yes, those are the rules.
Well, a certain friend of mine broke those rules. Senor Tepec's pen, if you please.
Hey! Spencer, how about that?
Now, if you'll just get rid of those tired handlebars from under your nose.
Glad to. They sure itch.
Wiley.
The sheriff.
The one who asked me questions about Edith.
Right. And he got into that shed not to take things, but to return them. Didn't you, Wiley?
I sure did.
But, what did you take that had to be put back?
That old spear point and the nozzle on that machine.
The head? The bombarding head?
And I took them both to Tucson to have the experts there take a look at them.
And they confirmed my best suspicions. Professor Wilkerson, you and Miss Boulanger were faking your specimens, making them older.
That's one accusation I won't buy.
You can always return it for credit when I open that department. Meanwhile, you were bombarding those specimens repeatedly, trying to get them to date more than 50,000 years.
Professor, did you do that? I just can't believe it.
Why not, Trumbull? You invented the machine.
Well, only by accident. It was a fluke.
And you told your esteemed professor about that fluke, and he told you to keep it under wraps.
Yes, I did keep it under wraps. I never wrote a paper.
Well, how'd they know about it in Tucson?
Well, I sent them a report, but only for their opinion.
Trumbull, you're a damn fool.
You know, Professor, you're just plain not nice. Here we girls spend fortunes trying to keep young, while you try to make a fortune aging us. Which brings me to Edith Rogers. Of those present, only Wilkerson, Trumbull, and Miss Boulanger knew how to operate that machine.
No, they ought to be arrested at once.
You'd like that, Miss Lathrop, wouldn't you? It leaves your hands clean, so to speak.
Now, listen, Detective, I had no reason.
Getting her pregnant and being blackmailed to marry her isn't a reason? Come off, Professor.
He did? The professor?
Surprised, aren't you, Miss Lathrop?
But why would I want to hurt that Edith Rogers?
You knew she had something on the professor, else she wouldn't have been here. But when you heard about the wedding ring, you thought you just might lose not only your professor, but more importantly, that machine.
I'm sorry. What's going on here? I'm all lost.
So am I, Trumbull, when it comes to you. I can't figure what you had to do with all this.
Well, he may not be that innocent. He did try and make time with Edith Rogers until she dumped him.
Well, that's not true, Susan.
You're calling me a liar? I think you and your two pals are all to blame for that girl's death. You all deserve to be murdered.
And this time, Miss Lathrop, you'd do it properly, wouldn't you?
What are you talking about?
Trumbull, did you ever tell Susan here about the machine?
Well, yes, sort of, but not how to work it. I hadn't finished it then.
But she was smart enough to know how it could be used.
You're just guessing.
True. But then came the monkey wrench. Trumbull began dating Edith Rogers.
I didn't care.
Not until she bought that wedding band. Now, why would that girl buy her own ring? You know why. Because no woman would go to a doctor for that kind of an examination without the necessary decoration on her finger.
What's that to do with me?
While Janine thought it was the professor, you thought it was Jimmy Trumbull, who might be the father. First, you threatened Edith Rogers. But when Jimmy tried seeing her again, you took no chances of ever losing that machine, and you just removed her from the scene.
You're crazy.
Not crazy enough to use a machine I knew nothing about, because that's what you did. You know, your biggest mistake was in tying Edith Rogers' hands over her head before opening that machine full blast. Those hands were protected by the lead shield over her head.
Of course. Only the lead shield could have saved those hands, kept them from dating back.
The result? A 2,500-year-old skeleton with Edith Rogers' hands.
Okay, Detective. Who saw me? Where's your proof?
Yours were the only fingerprints found on the bombarding head Wiley took to Tucson.
Susan, you didn't work that machine without gloves, without protection.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Oh, good Lord. You didn't.
What are you saying?
Oh, no. Your body's probably got more than 600 radioactive units in it right now.
You're trying to scare me. It's not true.
Susan, 400 units are fatal.
Help me. Someone help me. Or I die. Help me. Help. Help.
Obviously, Miss Susan Lathrop got a dose of the same medicine she gave Edith Rogers. Except in her case, its effects will be much slower and very much more painful. Sad. Very sad. But it will save the state a great deal of money. I'll be back shortly.
Well, it's all right to tell one lie, isn't it?
You can't.
Then how about lying just a little bit?
Not a little bit.
You mean you can never lie?
Never.
Well, why not?
Because when you tell a lie,
Yeah.
it gets dark inside your heart.
You mean that just one lie will make your heart dark?
It makes you sad, too.
Oh, then what should you do if you tell a lie?
Well, you just say I'm sorry.
And then what?
Then the light goes inside your heart.
Oh, the light goes on?
Yeah.
Oh, a light doesn't really go on in your heart, does it?
Yes, it does.
Well, how do you know?
Because the light in your heart will shine in your eyes.
Oh.
And then you'll be happy.
I wonder why people tell lies.
I wonder why, too. From the Franciscans, with love.
Here's a little thought to take to sleep with you. Never indulge in excesses. Eat moderately, drink moderately, and murder moderately. Our cast included Louise Larrabee, Mason Adams, Ralph Bell, Corinne Orr, Ann Costello, and Christopher Tabori. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. Now, a preview of our next tale.
I saw the glowing tips of 2 flipped cigarettes. And then...
Kiss me, Richard.
I'm crazy about you.
Stop it! Stop it! Tom!
What are you... Marianne, go inside. Go inside, I tell you. Now, wait a minute.
Why? If you have anything to say, you can say it here in front of Richard.
Go inside.
Let go of my arm.
Now, listen, you leave her alone. Let go of her. He broke my grip on her arm and pushed me away. His shove made me slip to my knees. I came up swinging at his face and missed. He pinned my arms from behind.
Oh, listen, what's the matter with you? Are you crazy?
I broke out of his grip, stepped back from him, and fell across the shovel. I grabbed the handle, jumped up.
No!
And swung at Emery. Too late for me to stop the swing.
No!
As she rushed in between us, the sharp edge of the shovel hit her in the back of the head. I stood there, holding the shovel, unable to move.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, brewers of Budweiser. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Well, my dear, how's your evening beginning? I know when you showed up, you were warm, you were hot, your brow was beaded with sweat, but now, I think the chills have come to greet you. You're welcome. Now please, take another sip of your hot tea. I'd hate for you to catch your death. You just may find yourself resembling an occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge.
You are standing on a bridge over Owl Creek, a noose around your neck. You have but a few seconds left to live, a few seconds left to plan your escape.
Escape, produced and directed by William N. Robeson, and carefully contrived to free you from the four walls of today for a half hour of high adventure.
Tonight, we escape to the war between the states and a muddy stream in Alabama as we recall one of the great short stories in American literature, An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge by Ambrose Bierce.
A man stood upon a railroad bridge in northern Alabama, looking down through the ties at the swift water 20 feet below. The man's hands were behind his back, the wrist bound with a cord. A rope closely encircled his neck. It was attached to a stout cross timber above his head, and the slack fell to the level of his knees. He watched a piece of dancing driftwood racing down the current beneath his feet. He thought,
if I could just free my hands, I might throw off this noose and dive into the creek. If I swam underwater, I'd be safe from their bullets. If my wind held out, I could make the southern bank, take to the woods, and get away home.
Peyton Farquhar, Alabama planter, stood at the end of a plank. A captain of the Union Army and a sergeant stood at the other end. When they stepped aside, the plank would tip upward, and Peyton Farquhar, Confederate spy, would slip between the ties to hang above the muddy water of Owl Creek until dead. Even in this far outpost of Sherman's march to the sea, the formalities of death are observed by these men who are most familiar with him. The captain's company is drawn stiffly at attention along the tracks on the northern side of the bridge. The lieutenant stands erect on the bank of the stream, the point of his bared saber scraping the gravel on the roadbed. Peyton Farquhar is being ushered into the Confederate beyond with every Union amenity. The captain stands aside. Now only the weight of the bulky sergeant counterbalances Peyton Farquhar at the end of his thin board.
They say that this is a moment when all the past events of your life tumble into your memory. But how could anyone know? Who has come back from the dead to tell what dying is like? I don't recall any childhood memories now. The past does not engulf me in this naked moment. I'm only aware of what's here, now. Those Yankees lined up on the bank. His captain's tired eyes. That turkey buzzard circling up there, waiting for me. And that noise. That beating, driving sound like a distant engine. A pump. The roll of thunder on a summer evening. Coming closer. Getting louder. Choking me.
It's your heart, of course, that you hear, stepping up its cadence, pounding under the forced draft of fear. Now you see nothing, remember nothing, sense nothing, but the strangling, suffocating beat of your own heart, throbbing its final protest. You stand there, erect.
The work is nearly at an end now. The captain draws his sword, flourishes it to a carry, sings out a command.
Company! Parade! Rest!
The men on the bank smartly spread their legs, thrust hands forward over the rifle barrels. The sergeant on the end of the plank takes one step to the left. The plank tips forward. And Peyton Farquhar drops between the timbers of Owl Creek Bridge.
It takes longer to tell it. As you drop downward, you lose consciousness. You are as one already dead. Then you awaken sharply in pain to feel, not to think, just to feel. The cutting pressure on your throat, the agonies of pulsating fire shooting from your neck downward. To feel the fullness, the congestion, the head bursting with suffocation. Distantly, beyond, outside of yourself, you hear a splash. Remotely you sense cool, wet, green darkness. The rope has broken. You have fallen into the stream. Now thinking returns slowly. You know for the moment you are safe from drowning because the rope around your neck tightly keeps the water from your lungs.
Then I shall die hanging at the bottom of a river. And that's absurd. If I could get my hands free. I must get my hands free. Come, Peyton. They can't lick you. Try again. Once more. Good boy, the rope's given. Again. Try once more. That does it, my boy. Now, the rope around your neck. You must breathe when you come to the surface. You must breathe quickly. For if they haven't hanged you and they fail to drown you, you can't let them shoot you. Loosen that rope around your neck. You must get it loose. Now.
It takes so much longer to tell. You are now in the fullest possession of your senses, and again time stops. You feel the ripples of the water upon your face, and hear their separate sounds as they strike. You see the trees on the bank, and the leaves, and the veining of each leaf, and the very insects on them. The locusts, the brilliant-bodied flies, the gray spiders stretching their webs from twig to twig, the prismatic colors of the dewdrops upon a million blades of grass. You hear the humming of the gnats, the beating of the dragonfly's wings, the strokes of the water spider's legs. A fish slides beneath your eyes, and you hear the rush of its body parting the water. All this you see and hear in an incalculably infinite instant of time. Then you hear something else.
There he is! Down there, somebody! Come! Jonah, run!
You dive deeply, but above the ringing in your ears, you hear the volley of the rifles. And as you rise toward the surface, you meet shining bits of metal, singularly flattened, the distorted and spent bullets, oscillating slowly downward past you. One catches in your collar, and it feels uncomfortably warm. You snatch it out. And this gray piece of Yankee lead reminds you of the gray uniform of the soldier who was responsible for you being here. You recall that it was only night before last when the soldier had ridden up the driveway as you and your wife sat under the magnolia trees in the cool twilight.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Corporal.
Wonder if I might trouble you for a glass of water, sir.
Why, of course,
Don't disturb yourself, Peyton. I'll go fetch it.
You're most kind, ma'am. If you'll just indicate the well...
Nonsense. You just sit a spell with my husband. You look as if you could do with some rest.
Yes, ma'am. Reckon I could.
I'll be back in a jiffy.
Thank you, ma'am.
Whose command are you with, Corporal?
Colonel Tolliver, sir. 13th, North Carolina.
We get so little news down here. How are things going at the front?
Not good, sir. The Yankees are getting ready for another advance. They're repairing the railroad. Got it in shape almost to Owl Creek Bridge. And they got an outpost there. Once they can run the trains beyond the bridge, there's nothing to stop them between here and Atlanta.
Then why hasn't the bridge been destroyed?
The military couldn't get near it. A civilian might.
Owl Creek Bridge. That's not far from here, is it?
Less than 20 miles.
You say they have an outpost there. On which side?
The other side. Nothing on this side but a couple of pickets, half-mile out on the railroad. And a single sentinel at this end of the bridge.
And that bridge is important?
Sure is.
What if it were destroyed?
Hold up the Yankees for several weeks.
Suppose a man, a civilian like myself, should elude the picket post and get the better of the sentinel. What could he accomplish?
Well, I was there a week ago, just before we had to pull out. There's a heap of driftwood come down in last winter's flood and caught on the trestle at this end. Looked mighty dry and tendery to me.
I see.
A fellow with enough gumption might get through and set fire to it. It ought to burn like tow.
Yes, it should.
Of course, a fellow'd have to have plenty of gumption. The Union commander's promised to hang any civilian caught fooling around the railroad.
Here's your water, Corporal. Right out of the spring house.
Thank you kindly, ma'am. My, it's cool and nice.
And here's a smidgen of cornbread. I thought you might be hungry.
I'm mighty grateful, ma'am. It's ladies like you that keeps the South together and fighting these days.
My, what a nice compliment.
It certainly is.
Well, I reckon I better hit the leather. I got a lot of riding ahead of me tonight.
Good luck to you, Corporal, and thank you for the information.
You'd be taking a chance, sir. But you couldn't do a greater service for your country.
I'll remember that, Corporal.
Goodbye, ma'am.
Goodbye, Corporal.
Goodbye, sir. Many thanks.
Goodbye.
Peyton, what was he talking about?
What, my dear?
The corporal. What did he mean by service to your country and taking a chance?
Oh, nothing.
Peyton, tell me.
It was nothing, really, my dear.
Peyton Farquhar, if you're fixing to take any chances for our country, I want to know about it. Now, you just speak your piece.
There's nothing to say except I'll be going away for a day or two on a little trip.
Is it dangerous, Peyton?
Not very.
You'll be back.
Yes, my dear. I promise you, I'll be back.
You break the surface of Owl Creek for a second time. And now you're much further downstream, further away from the Union soldiers on the bridge reloading their guns, the ramrods flashing in the morning sun.
That captain won't make the same mistake again. He'll order them to fire at will. Heaven help me, I cannot dodge him.
Another more terrible sound, cannon. They've trained a cannon on you.
And close. Next time I'll use a charge of grape. Rifles and grape covering the water from bank to bank. I'm done for then.
Then something seemed to grab you, and you're whirled round and round, spinning like a waterlogged top. You're caught in a vortex, a whirlpool. The water, the banks, the distant bridge, the soldiers become indistinct blurs. And again, you're helpless. You feel dizzy and sick to your stomach. Just as you felt last night, when you crept up the bank toward the lone sentinel on the south end of the bridge and discovered that the sentinel was not alone.
There he is, boys. Grab him.
Got him, Sergeant.
Ah, well, Mr. Peyton Farquhar, we've been expecting you.
How did you know my name
We got
was...
ways.
But look here, I'm a civilian.
Save your breath and thank your maker we didn't shoot you in the back. We don't do things that way up north. You'll get a trial. Everything fair and square. Bring him along, man.
The whirlpool spins faster and faster. A sharp piece of driftwood tears at your coat. The churning brown water chokes you. You know there is nothing you can do. As you had known it last night, when they shoved you into a tent near the bridge to face the infantry captain with the tired eyes.
Here he is, sir. Right on schedule.
Good work, Sergeant. Is this the man, Lieutenant?
That's him.
What? You're the corporal who stopped at my plantation last night.
That's right, Mr. Farquhar. But I'm not with the 13th North Carolina Volunteers.
Mr. Farquhar, this is Lieutenant Saltonstall, intelligence officer, 5th Massachusetts Regulars.
You've trapped me. You deliberately led me into a trap. I'm a civilian and a planter.
Yes, and also a Southern patriot, caught in the act of espionage.
You can't prove it.
We don't have to.
This is the most despicable, the most... This proves once more that honor is a stranger in the North.
I'm too tired to listen to a recital of the code of a Southern gentleman, Mr. Farquhar. I'm afraid the distinction between your ethics and my lack of them would escape me this evening.
But why have you done this? Why have you deliberately trapped me?
The best way to eliminate civilian resistance is to lure it into the open. You fell for the bait. Too bad.
Now, look here. It's my constitutional right
Which Constitution? The Constitution of the United States or Jeff Davis's?
You insulting Yankees.
Remember your manners, sir.
I demand a trial.
You've just had it. Post a guard over him, Sergeant.
Yes.
We'll hang him in the morning.
Something tears at your face, scratching, and you realize that the whirling has stopped. You open your eyes. You're lying on the southern bank of the stream, out of sight of your enemies. Safe. The gravel which has scratched your cheek now seems soft as new-picked cotton. The forest around you is a garden of luscious beauty, reeking with the heavy perfume of freedom. Even the whiz and rattle of the final charge of grape screaming through the treetops seems a benediction from the baffled cannoneer. You leap to your feet and run into the woods, south, towards home. Your neck is swollen and throbbing with pain. You carry it cocked toward your left shoulder as you push through the matted brush. All morning you tear your way through the undergrowth. Your jacket is tattered and your face crisscrossed with bloody scratches from the brambles. Every few moments you stop. You stop to listen for the sound of dogs, but all you hear is the sleepy buzz of the forest. And the blood throbbing through your heated brain brings another thought, which is an insult. No dogs. You are not even important enough to the Yankees for dogs. It's nearly noon now, and for half an hour you've been plunging through a swamp, waist-deep in green ooze. Your neck hurts constantly. Your head throbs and your tongue is thick. It tastes like brown cotton. Gnats swarm before your eyes, catching in your eyelids. Mosquitoes buzz in your ears, drill deep in your hands and swollen neck. You cannot go any longer. You slow down. You stop. You reach toward a palmetto root for support, and it slithers from your grasp and slides softly into the water. Water moccasin. Fear finds you at last. Terror, which stood aloof when you fled the executioner's bullets, now embraces you with clammy unction. A water moccasin. The deadly cottonmouth. Now each branch and root seems to writhe under your glance. The swamp is undulating with certain death. You plunge on through the dark, stinking ooze, on and on, tripping, stumbling, never stopping, for terror rides your back, flogging you with a whiplash of fear.
Jethro gonna have Master Peyton fit as a fiddle and jig time. You just drink this here yop tea, Master Peyton.
Thank you. Thank you. Jethro.
Yes, sir, Master Peyton.
What are you doing here?
I live here.
You live... Where am I? What happened?
I was paddling my dugout home through the swamp with a mess of catfish. I sees you lying out there on the bank in front of my cabin.
Jethro, I heard... I thought you were dead.
Of course you thought Jethro was dead. You knew he had consumption when you sold him. You knew he couldn't last long, and he wasn't earning his keep. His wife and his daughter had carried on some at first, but after a while they calmed down. And last you'd heard, Jethro was dead.
You thought I was dead, Master Peyton? Why, sir, don't you know what's happened to me? I'm free. I'm free at last.
So, news travels fast. Even in the middle of this backwoods swamp, this lonely black has heard of Abe Lincoln's traitorous Emancipation Proclamation. And they believe it with the faith of children.
Yes, sir, I'm free. I expect pretty soon my woman, my little gal, come along and join me.
Yes, of course they will, Jethro.
How is they, Master Peyton? Is they well?
Yes, indeed, they're both fine. Your daughter's growing into a young beauty. Miss Farquhar's brought her into the kitchen, beginning to train her for the house.
Well, what do you think of that? And my woman, she still sings pretty?
Yes, Jethro. Sundays at meeting time, we can hear all the way up to the big house.
That woman's voice is prettier than all the angels.
Jethro, I don't know how to say this, but I really was sorry about having to sell you. But there wasn't anything else.
I understand, Miles Peyton. Don't pay it no mind. I done forgive you long ago.
You have?
Sure. Don't the Lord tell us to forgive those who trespass against us? Don't the Lord promise us we shall be free? Don't you worry none about it, Miles Peyton. Here now, quiet that spot. Quiet, chicken, quiet you. Must have heard Razorback in the brush. No, sirree. Look, Miles Peyton. There's a horse coming down the road.
A horse?
Look there. Soldier. One of our soldiers, Corporal, look like.
Jethro, you got to hide me.
Why's I got to hide you, Miles Peyton?
Don't ask so many questions, you insolent...
Miles Peyton, you forget, I'm free now.
Well, then, as an old friend of mine, please don't ask any questions. Just hide me. Don't tell that soldier anything.
Well, sure. I reckon I can do that for an old friend, Miles Peyton. Here. You get down on this here bed. That's it. Put the covers over the side. There you are. Snug as a tick in a rabbit's ear.
Remember, don't tell him anything.
Have you come this far just to be turned in by a wool-gathering black who talks crazy? If Jethro knew this gray-clad corporal was really a Union lieutenant, he'd guarantee his freedom by turning you in. Even so, he bears you a big enough grudge to turn you in anyway. Unless, of course, he's planning to dispose of you himself. Yes, that's it. That's why he talks so silly about the Lord and forgiveness. He's going to do you in himself.
Well, if you run into him, don't tell him I was looking for him.
Yes, I'll remember not telling.
Just keep minding your own business, Uncle. You live longer. Yep.
Yes, I sure will. You can come out now, Moss Peyton. I declare, I don't understand none of this. You says not tell him you're here. He says not tell you he's been here. What's this all about, Moss Peyton?
Oh, it's nothing, Jethro. Nothing. I owe the man some money. I'm not ready to pay it yet.
Oh, I see. I wouldn't know about that. Money's something never bothered me like it bothers some. Money and me's always been strangers.
What's he mean by that? Money's never bothered me like it's bothered some. What's he picking up that knife for?
Jethro, what are you going to do with that knife?
Hmm? Oh, I was just fixing to slit up some of them catfish you got in the dugout. Look like you could do with a little food, Moss Peyton.
Oh, no, thank you, Jethro. I really got to be on my way. I want to get home by sundown if I can.
Sure wouldn't be no bother to cut up a couple of calves.
No, thank you, old friend. If you'll just tell me which way I should go to get home.
Huh? Well, I don't rightly know, Moss Peyton. I reckon from the way the sun's reclining, be down the road that way. Quite a tolerable piece.
Yeah, that should be about right.
I never been back, you know. I never tried to go back since I've been free.
Yes, I know.
But I reckon it won't be long till my woman, my little gal, comes here to me.
Of course.
If you get back, Master Peyton, if and you see him, you tell him I'm here waiting for him, you hear?
Yeah, I'll do that, Jethro. I'll do that.
You get away from there fast, the shells of the road crunching under your muddy boots. That grinning savage standing in the doorway of the shack, the knife in his hands. And each moment until the road bends and cuts off the cabin from view, you fear he'll come after you, the knife poised to plunge in your back, to pay you for the thrust you gave him when you sent him away to die. But he's still standing, grinning foolishly and waving as you turn the bend. Now you feel safe, but only for a moment. Then you hear a sound. The sound of a horse. It must be the corporal in gray from the 5th Massachusetts Regulars. He's coming back down the road, searching for you, hounding you, coming to take you back to Owl Creek Bridge, back to a rope that won't break under your weight. You walk faster and faster, and always the sound is there, growing louder and louder. And you run as fast as you can down the shell road, which stretches clear to the horizon between the green walls of scrubby pines. How long have you been running down this endless road? It's dark now. Is it night? Or has the blood trapped in your head by the suffocating rope at last burst into your congested eyeballs and blinded you? Will it next pour from your swollen and bruised neck into your brain, stopping all sensation, instantly bringing to a welcome end this day of agony and flight? Ridiculous fantasies of fatigue and fear. You can see the darkness is the black of a sudden summer storm. That lightning flash clearly shows the white road ahead and the black silhouettes of trees along the sides. And since you're sure that you can see, the other senses return. You hear the rumble of the thunder. You feel the insupportable ache of your straining lungs, the leaden weight of your tired feet. And now the patter of rain, first washing the stinging sweat from your scratched and bitten face, now pounding harder, flowing down across your hatless head, matting your hair, slowing your headlong gait to a dog trot. Another flash of lightning directly overhead. For an instant, you see the soldiers of Owl Creek Bridge standing at the side of the road, rifles leveled, their eyes boring down the sights, aiming at your heart. Again, you're running, and the rain has turned to hail. Pellets as big as hominy beat down on you, pound your swollen, bruised neck, hammer at your countless cuts. Again, the lightning. And on the other side of the road, the gray-clad corporal sits astride his horse waiting for you.
No, you can't get me now. No.
This bolt of lightning strikes a tree ahead of you, and in the white blinding light stands Jethro, black and grinning, knife raised in the air.
No, Jethro. Forgive me.
He's gone. And now you see dangling from each tree along the road a noose swinging in the wind. Wherever you turn, wherever you look, a noose waiting for you. A noose which wriggles like a water moccasin. You are standing on the green lawn of your plantation before the high-columned entrance. The storm is over. The clouds are black and menacing all around the horizon. But through a break in the sky overhead, glorious sunlight streams down, bathing your garden and your house in heavenly light. You are home. And now you hear a rustle of crinoline, and down from the wide portico steps your beloved wife. She walks across the wide lawn, arms outstretched.
Peyton, my dear, you're back, just as you promised you'd be.
For this moment, you have endured the agonies of this day. And were those agonies multiplied 1,000 times, they would be small price for the benison of this breast, the sanctuary of these arms, the security of these lips. You step forward to fold your wife in your embrace.
The rope stretched tight, sang like a bowstring. Peyton Farquhar was dead. His body, with a broken neck, swung gently from side to side beneath the timbers of Owl Creek Bridge.
Escape is produced and directed by William N. Robeson, and tonight brought you An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge by Ambrose Bierce in a radio adaptation written by Mr. Robeson. The part of Peyton Farquhar was played by Harry Bartell. The narrators were Bill Conrad and Bill Johnstone. Jethro was played by Louis Van Rooten. The special musical score was conceived and conducted by Cy Feuer. Next week,
you are trapped in the pitch darkness of a ruined mansion, and groping for you, stalking you, is a homicidal maniac armed with a knife, from whom you must escape.
Next week, we escape with Joseph Hergesheimer's gripping story, Wild Oranges. Good night, then, until this same time next week, when we again offer you Escape. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Oh dear. I seem to have given the fire a chance to die. I was simply too engrossed in our little game of horrors. No worry, though. In no time at all, I'll have the wood going again. Just a little tinder, a little fuel, a little fear. That's good. Very good. I'd say in no time flat, we'll be back to all fire, burn, and cauldron bubble.
Suspense. This is the Man in Black, here again to introduce Columbia's program, Suspense. Our distinguished star this evening is the stage and screen favorite, Mr. Paul Lucas, whose performances in The Lady Vanishes and in the stage production The Watch on the Rhine you will recall with pleasure. Tonight's tale of suspense is a story by John Dickson Carr, Fire, Burn, and Cauldron Bubble. If you've been with us on these Tuesday nights, you will know that suspense is compounded of mystery and suspicion and dangerous adventure. In this series are tales calculated to intrigue you, to stir your nerves, to offer you a precarious situation and then withhold the solution until the last possible moment. And so with Fire, Burn, and Cauldron Bubble and the performance of Paul Lucas and the other members of our company, we again hope to keep you in Drury Lane Theater presents the distinguished American actor Myron Willard in Shakespeare's Macbeth, with magic effects especially designed by Ludwig von Arnheim.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble.
Historic Drury Lane Theater, a relic of old London. On this site, in the cramped and crooked lanes of Aldwych, there has been a playhouse since Nell Gwynn sold oranges in the pit. The present theater, though modernized, is heavy and darkened with time. By daylight, it is a dinginess of red plush seats, haunted by old ghosts. But at night, when the lights bloom for some new production, when the murmur of a crowd fills the carpeted aisles and the orchestra begins to tune up, it is kindled with that strange magic before the rise of the curtain.
Oh, it's this way, sir. E12 and 13. Program. Chocolate.
Thank you.
No, madam. This is row E. Your seats are G4.
And backstage, where nerves crawl and there is a tendency to scream, the three witches of the play are huddled around the peephole in the curtain, looking out into the audience. They are hideous-looking creatures, these witches, in gray rags like cobwebs. But as they speak...
Dear, I am scared.
Don't let it bother you, darling. You can't even see the audience when the floats are on. There's nothing to worry about.
Nothing except the size of the take at the box office.
You won't even have to worry about that tonight. Look out there.
You two are shaking as much as I am. Now, don't pretend.
All right, all right. Everybody's jumpy on first nights.
What I can't understand is why they want to use young girls as witches and then make us talk in cracked voices as though we were 80.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble.
What's that?
Say, darling, it's only one of the ghost effects. You've been hearing it for weeks at rehearsal. I will say this for Myron Willard, as an actor and a manager, too. He's the first one who's ever had a real professional magician to do the ghost effects for this ham show.
Oh, are they, Celia? Look there.
Where?
Out in the audience in the second upper box on the left-hand side.
Oh.
Don't you see the woman who's just coming in?
Yes, I can see her. Not a bad-looking bit of goods for her age. What about her?
But that's Marcia Blair.
Marcia Blair?
You don't mean you've never heard of her?
I can't say I have either, if it comes to that. Move over, Ivy. Give us a squint.
Marcia Blair used to be Mr. Willard's leading lady. She was a very great actress 15 years ago.
Oh, 15 years ago.
She's had a terribly romantic history. Well, she's made lots of money and retired from the stage. Then she married some horrible no-good, and did you see that tall gray-haired man standing beside her?
Well, he doesn't look much like a no-good.
That's not the man I mean, Celia. That's Howard White, her second husband.
Oh.
They say he loved her for years and followed her about and practically worshipped her. But she was married to this no-good and wouldn't get a divorce.
Then the no-good died, I suppose. So Marcia Blair and her faithful Howard got married.
Yes. I remember reading in the paper that they've been married 1 year tonight. I expect they're very happy.
Well, I'd be happy, too, if I had a mink coat and a string of pearls like that.
Well, you've got to admit she's beautiful.
All right, Katie, if you say so.
I used to go and see her act when I was a little girl. She was kind of an idol. I wonder what they're saying to each other up in that box now. I wonder what they're saying.
dear. I wish you wouldn't be so uneasy. Nothing can happen to you here.
You're uneasy yourself, Howard.
Yes, I suppose I am a little.
Howard, I know I shouldn't be talking like this on our first anniversary, but that's what worries me. What if Barry isn't dead? What if he isn't dead?
Oh, listen to me, darling. Your late husband, heaven condemn his soul, died in New York more than a year ago. We have proof of that.
Well, then who wrote those letters to me?
I don't know, dear. Somebody playing a joke on you.
Joke? If you marry him, Marcia, you won't be alive a year from then. Joke.
But you're married to me, my dear, and you are alive.
Shall I quote you something from another play, Howard?
Well?
The Ides of March are come. I, Caesar, but not gone. And it's still 2 hours. 2 hours to the time we were actually married.
Oh, look here, dear. This is carrying an obsession too far.
It would be just like Barry to wait until the last moment, just to make it worse. You knew him.
Yes, I knew him.
He was a genius.
I suppose so. As a mere businessman, I've never quite understood this theatrical temperament, except yours, of course.
Barry was a greater actor than Myron Willard will ever be. Barry could play anything, from a Cockney to King Lear. His skill at makeup wasn't merely good. It was terrifying. Oh, Howard, I am frightened. Suppose he's managed to get close to us tonight, and yet we can't see him.
Well, the music started, Marcia. I shall have to go.
Must you go, Howard? Really?
If I break this appointment with Ferndale, dear, the deal will be called off. And since I haven't got too much backing anyway,
All right, dear. I understand. Go ahead.
Unless you wanted to come with me.
And Miss Myron's opening tonight? Oh, I couldn't do that.
I tell you, you'll be perfectly safe here, dear.
Of course, Howard. I know that.
You're in full view of 3,000 people. Nobody could attack you. The only door to this box is guarded. Outside that door will be Miss Fenton, who's devoted to you, and the chauffeur who's even more devoted to you. What could happen, dear?
Nothing, of course. And I'd prefer to be alone anyway.
Yes, I rather guessed
Oh,
that.
please, dear. It's just that I can't endure anybody being with me when I'm watching a great play. But that doesn't include you, darling.
Then, if you'll accept these, madam, in honor of our first anniversary.
Oh, Howard. Well, they're lovely. Of course I'll accept them.
And here's a program. Got everything else you need?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
I just opened the door to the passage to make sure our watchdogs are on guard. Yes, they're out there, all right. Good night, Marcia. See you in an hour or two.
Good night, Howard. And good luck.
Miss Fenton, Bradley.
Yes, Mr. White.
Yes, sir. Anything wrong? Miss Fenton, you've been my wife's companion secretary for 5 or 6 years.
Yes, Mr. White, and I've loved every minute of it.
And you, Bradley, you haven't been my chauffeur for quite so long, but they tell me you're an ex-wrestler.
That's right, sir. Champion of the Shoreditch Athletic Club. And in my prime, though I says it as shouldn't, as good a man as ever climbed through the ropes.
Now, you know your instructions, Bradley.
You trust me, sir. Nobody gets into this here box tonight unless it's over my dead body.
Nothing must happen, do you understand? Nothing.
Please, you're as white as paper.
As for you, Miss Fenton, I'm afraid it's a little awkward. I know I ought to ask you to go in and join Marcia, but...
Oh, you needn't apologize, Mr. White. I know she doesn't want company. She'll be leaning forward with her elbows on the box rail, just as she always does. She isn't merely watching a play. She's acting, Lady Macbeth. Every line, every gesture. And I don't mean to disturb her.
You won't leave this door, either of you.
You trust me, sir. No.
Anything wrong, Bradley?
There's a very rummy-looking cove coming along the passage, sir, wearing a big black cloak with a red lining.
Oh, that man, Bradley. That's only Herr von Arnheim. He's a professional magician and escape artist. I was just wondering... Excuse me.
Don't worry, Mr. White. We'll look after her.
Von Arnheim. I say Von Arnheim.
Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake the Goldilocks at me.
I beg your pardon?
And I beg yours, my friend. I was merely quoting a line from the play. You are not leaving the theater. Surely not walking out on Macbeth.
I'm afraid I have got to.
Oh, that's a pity, my friend. You will miss some of my best effects, to say nothing of Shakespeare's. When Banquo's ghost appears at the table.
I don't want to hear any more about ghosts, thanks. Banquo's or anybody else's.
I imagine you mean your wife's late husband.
You've heard about it, then?
Yes, your wife has told me a good deal. She seems to think that in my profession I might have some charm over demons or spell against ghosts.
You know, Von Arnheim, in a muddled kind of way, that's what I've been wondering myself.
Unfortunately, no. I am all too human. But your problem interests me, and I confess it worries me.
Worries you? What about me?
As I understand it, her first husband was a half-mad American actor who later went completely mad and died in New York. His, what's the word I want?
Obsession?
That's it, obsession. His obsession was Marcia Blair's eyes.
Yes, always her eyes. They seemed to hypnotize him.
It is not new, you know. You'll find the same motive, the eyes of a beautiful woman, all through the works of Edgar Allan Poe. Then, as I understand it, after this man's death, she began to receive a series of letters.
Foul letters.
Apparently written by him, and threatening her with some rather horrible form of death if she married you.
I tell you, Barry Lake is dead. He can't get up out of his coffin.
Oh, getting out of coffins, my friend, is not so difficult. I have done it myself.
Oh, please stop joking, Van Arnheim. You don't happen to be dead.
True. There is that small difference. Is your wife here in the theater tonight?
Yes. She wouldn't have come here except that it's Marion Willard's first night. We haven't seen Marion, either of us, in years. She's back there in box D.
So I hear. I was hoping that you might invite me to share the box.
Look here, old man. I don't want to seem inhospitable, but...
If she doesn't want company?
Well, that's about it.
Well, then walk back a little distance with me, this way, so that we can see the stage from the back of the dress circle. Now, the orchestra has stopped, and they'll ring up in a moment. There. Look at it.
Look at what?
The stage, man. The lights have gone out. All except the dim yellow footlights shining on the curtain. The last cough, the last murmur, the last rustle of program dies away in one vast, breathing hush. The curtain goes up.
Let go of my arm, Van Arnheim. I've got to leave.
Now, what are the stage directions? Desert place. Thunder and lightning. Enter 3 witches. When, indeed, I wonder.
I beg your pardon, Van Arnheim. Do you speak?
No, it was nothing.
In the London newspapers for that year, 1936, you may read how Myron Willard triumphed at Drury Lane as Macbeth. But tonight, as the clock ticks on, there is another drama in the dimly lighted corridor outside Box D. There sits Miss Louise Fenton, Marcia Blair's companion secretary. Beside her, burly and broken-nosed, is big Jim Bradley, the ex-wrestler. And when more than half an hour has passed...
There's the applause, Jim. That must be the end of the first act.
Yes, I hear it. Nothing's happened. And take my word for it, nothing's going to happen.
Oh, she's such a likable person, Jim. And I think one of our greatest Shakespearean actresses.
I don't much care for this Shakespeare business, miss. You give me a good movie with gangsters in it. It's my style.
Oh, you don't understand, Jim. I've seen her as Juliet, as Rosalind, as Portia, in our own drawing room without any props. I've heard her as Lady Macbeth, too. You should see her eyes.
Her eyes, miss?
Yes, you should see her eyes when she delivers that speech. The raven himself is hoarse that croaks the fatal entrance.
Hey, miss, look there.
What is it?
That foreign-looking cove in the black cape, coming along the passage now. Easy.
I beg your pardon. You are Miss Louise Fenton, aren't you?
Yes, my name is Fenton. What is it?
I am looking for Arnheim, a friend of Mr. White's. And I must see Marcia Blair at once.
No, you don't, Governor. You're not going in there.
Why not?
Because nobody goes in there. Not if it was the king himself. That's orders.
Now listen to me, both of you. When the lights went on, I happened to be looking at Box D from the other side of the theater. And I think there is something wrong.
But there can't be anything wrong. Jim Bradley and I have been sitting here the whole time. Except, of course...
Except when?
Well, except when I went in there for a few seconds.
You went in there, Miss Fenton? May I ask when that was?
Well, it was after Mr. White had gone and just before the play started. I went in to ask if she wanted anything. She said she didn't, so I came out again. And Bradley's been with me all the time, except when he went to get a drink of water up the corridor.
That's as true as gospel, Governor.
One moment, and listen to me. Marcia Blair is leaning forward across the railing of the box.
Oh, but that's nothing, Herr von Arnheim. That's the way she always is.
Does she always fall forward with her arms held straight out and her head down on her arms?
You better be careful, miss. It's a trick.
Trick? Why not open the door and see for yourselves? Would that do any harm?
No, I suppose it wouldn't, but... Oh, there must be some mistake. We haven't heard a sound from in there. There couldn't be anything wrong.
You open the door, Miss Fenton. I'm going to hold tight to this gentleman, just in case.
Quiet, please. Quiet.
What is it, miss?
Walk in there with me, both of you. Please go casually, as though nothing were wrong. We don't want to attract attention. Now.
Oh, Herr von Arnheim. There's blood all over her face.
Yes. And don't begin screaming again, Miss Fenton, when I tell you she's dead. Bradley?
Yes, sir?
Pick Miss Blair's body up and carry her out into the corridor. In another minute, we'll have the whole theater wanting to know what's wrong.
All right, sir. You win. But what about the people in the other boxes? Won't they see?
They've gone down to the bar to get a drink. They won't see anything. Hurry.
She ain't no lightweight, the poor lady ain't. Steady does it. Hold the door open. That's got it. Now, close the door. Shall I put her down on the floor, Governor?
Yes, better do that.
I never took those threats seriously. That's what I blame myself for. And if something did happen, well, I thought he'd attack her. I never thought he'd hide away across the theater and fire a shot.
And you were quite right, Miss Fenton. Marcia Blair was not shot.
She wasn't shot.
No. Take a look at the wound.
Oh, I can't look at it.
She was stabbed. Stabbed through the right eye with a narrow, sharp blade, which entered her brain and killed her instantly. Not a pretty death, but a quick one.
You seem to know a lot about this, Governor.
Perhaps I do, my friend, and perhaps I can guess a lot more.
You mean somebody stood out there and threw a knife at her? Like a ruddy music hall turn?
No, I don't mean that either. There's no knife in the wound and none in the box. The murderer took it away.
Took it away?
Exactly.
Herr von Arnheim, please wait. You're not saying someone climbed up from outside, 20 or 30 feet from the floor, and stabbed poor Marcia in full sight of 3,000 people?
That, Miss Fenton, is what the evidence seems to indicate.
But it's impossible.
Yet it happened. There is Marcia Blair's body.
What's that?
Oh, it's the warning bell for the second act. People will be coming back here any minute. What are we going to do?
I will not yield. To be crowned the boy on mountain streets to be faced with the rabble's curse. Furthermore, be confident in and now opposed. Being of the woman born yet, I will try the last. Before my body I throw my warlike shield. Lay on nectar, and then be him the first cry, hold, enough.
Applause, acclaim, triumph. Myron Willard as Macbeth. Helen Gale as Lady Macbeth. Magical effects by Ludwig van Arnheim. Very few persons knew that there is a dead woman in the theater. But at the end of the play, it is a different story. The crowd files out, past a cordon of police. The lights are extinguished. The great theater is dark and mumbling with echoes. See the stage now. Only the battens or overhead lights pour down a pale blaze on two men who stand grotesquely against the background of Dunsinane Castle. One of these men is Howard White, very near collapse. The other is Myron Willard himself, still wearing his makeup, still wearing helmet and chain mail. And when Willard speaks...
Howard! Howard White! Confounded man, can't you hear what I'm saying?
Excuse me, madam. This is almost finished.
Oh, not that I'm blaming you, old man.
Thank you, madam.
It's traditional, you know, that Macbeth's an unlucky play. But up to the very end, I thought I'd never done better. 11 curtain calls. No, 12. How did you like my tomorrow and tomorrow speech?
I'm sorry, madam. I'm afraid I didn't hear it.
Yes, poor old Marcia. She'd have hated to die like that. Marcia was proud of her eyes. Always nearsighted as an owl, but too vain to wear glasses. There's Van Arnheim looking at us from under the castle archway. Van Arnheim!
Did you call me, my friend? You were rather difficult to recognize under all that Macbeth makeup.
Yes, I was just thinking the same thing.
Never mind that. Where are the police now?
At the moment, Mr. Willard, the police are in your dressing room. They are using it for questioning.
No reception tonight, of course.
No, but I thought you might be interested in 2 items of information that police have just discovered.
Go on.
We had a fairly full house tonight, I believe.
Fairly full. Every seat was reserved.
Reserved, yes, but not occupied.
I don't follow you.
1 box on the ground floor, box E to be exact, was empty. Reserved and paid for, but empty. And box E, oddly enough, was just underneath the one occupied by Marcia Blair.
Oh, all the same, I still don't see quite what you're...
Now, our next item of information comes from an usher. An outside aisle seat in the stores, very close to that empty box, was occupied by a very curious stranger who arrived late in the dark and slipped out again by a nearby exit a few minutes afterwards.
Just for a moment, Van Arnheim. Are you saying this stranger climbed up and attacked Marcia in full view of the audience?
No, my friend. The murderer did not approach from that direction.
Then he must have reached Marcia through the door, guarded by Bradley and Miss Fenton?
No, not from that direction either.
Confounded, man. It must have been one way or the other.
Not necessarily.
Tell me, Howard, don't you think I've got enough troubles already without this nightmare on top of it?
Herr von Arnheim. Herr von Arnheim.
You must take it easy, Miss Fenton. You must not excite yourself. Have the police
Yes.
been...
Look, you've got to help me. They won't believe me.
They won't believe the young lady, sir, and that's a fact. I've tried to help her all I can, but there's things I can swear to and things I can't.
You see, I did go into that box. Oh, just for a couple of seconds, I admit it. But no other person went in or could have got in. So they say, or at least they're hinting that I killed her. But I swear I never touched her.
Who was questioning you, Miss Fenton? Inspector Grimes or Sergeant Blake?
I'm not sure. The sergeant, I think.
Then I shouldn't worry if I were you. Inspector Grimes knows better. He's guessed, in fact, exactly what I have guessed.
You seem on rather familiar terms with the police, my friend.
I am, Mr. Willard. I am. Anyone who practices escapes from handcuffs, sacks, chests...
And stage boxes, perhaps.
Stage boxes, if you insist. Excuse me. Isn't that Inspector Grimes in the wings now?
Yes, and he's nodding his head.
Then I can tell you, I think, what you want to know.
Well, if you do happen to know anything, it's your duty to speak up. Poor Marcia seems to have had some ridiculous idea that her former husband, Barry Lake, was still alive. Her fears weren't justified, of course, and she wasn't killed by any dead husband.
I beg your pardon. Her fears were justified, though not quite in the way she believed. And she was killed by her husband.
Then Barry Lake is still alive.
No, Barry Lake is dead.
It doesn't mean Marcia was really killed by a ghost.
No. I mean she was killed by her devoted second husband, Mr. Howard White.
Here, stop. You hear what they say? That's not true. It's a slanderous statement. I'll have you in court for it. Everybody knows how devoted I was to Marcia.
Your devotion, my friend, was devotion to her money. And your business affairs have been shaky for a long time.
That's not true, and you can't prove it.
Marcia Blair was inclined to be, shall we say, a little close-fisted with money.
That's true anyway.
It's a lie.
Willing to marry him, but Mr. Howard White knew he'd never touch a penny unless he killed her. He wrote the letters himself.
Herr von Arnheim, he can't be guilty. She was alive after he left the box. He wasn't anywhere near her when she died.
Perfectly correct, Miss Fenton.
He wasn't there, and yet he killed her.
Exactly. But you and Bradley can supply the clue that will hang him.
Me, sir? I don't know nothing.
No, I don't either.
I think you do if you'll put your mind to it. Do you remember what Howard White said to her just before he left the box?
Yes, he said, "Good night, Marcia. See you in an hour or two." And she answered,
good night and good luck.
No, I mean just before that.
There wasn't anything.
You see? It's a slanderous statement without any proof. It's an insult to my position on the stock exchange.
Wait. I do remember something rather queer.
Think, Miss Fenton, think.
He said to Marcia jokingly, "If you'll accept these, madam, in honor of our first anniversary." And Marcia said, "Howard, they're lovely. Of course I'll accept them."
That's right, sir. He did say it.
And what do you think he was referring to, Miss Fenton? What was he asking her to accept?
Well, I imagined it was flowers, a corsage or something like that.
Did you see any flowers in the box or pinned to Marcia Blair's gown?
No. Now, come to think of it, I didn't.
Then what did he give her?
Don't look at me, sir.
Now, here is a woman who is very nearsighted, yet refuses to wear glasses. But she can accept a pair of...
Opera glasses.
It's a lie. You can't prove it. Hold on, sir. Go. You better stay here, Governor.
Thank you, Bradley, but the place is surrounded with police.
But I still don't understand.
Now, what happens when you lift opera glasses to your eyes and they are not in focus? You turn the little wheel in the middle to bring them into focus. For Marcia Blair, it was deadly.
You mean the glasses had...
Yes, they were specially constructed glasses, Miss Fenton. They were invented by a French criminal years ago. That little wheel is a little trigger. It releases the spring of a sharp, thin blade which strikes through the eyes into the brain.
Oh, don't, please.
You can't prove it.
Marcia Blair died instantly. The glasses torn from her eye by their own weight dropped over the box rail to the carpeted aisle below. The only witnesses who might have noticed would have been the people in the box just underneath.
And that box was empty.
By arrangement, yes. Even if anybody did see them fall, Howard White was prepared to remove the evidence instantly. You haven't forgotten the curious stranger.
Curious stranger?
I mean the man who slipped in after it was dark, took an aisle seat just under the box, and slipped out again a few minutes later.
It's a pack of lies from start to finish. You can't prove a word of it.
I beg your pardon, my friend. Didn't you see Inspector Grimes not to me a moment ago?
Well...
You are going to hang, my friend, for one of the neatest and cruelest crimes in my experience. The police have just found those opera glasses with a neat set of fingerprints in the side pocket of your motor car.
And so ends Fire, Burn and Cauldron Bubble, starring the distinguished actor Paul Lucas. Tonight's tale of Suspense. This is your narrator, Ted Osborne, the man in black, who conveys to you Columbia's invitation to spend this half hour in suspense with us again next Tuesday. Same time, when Nancy Coleman stars in Fear Paints a Picture. William Spear, the producer, John Dietz, the director, Bernard Herrmann, the composer-conductor, Robert Salmon, studio technician, and John Dickson Carr, the author, collaborated on tonight's Suspense.
This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Well, my dear, your tea seems in the proper temperature to help fend off those chills you've been experiencing. That's good. That's very, very good. Oh, what's that? Well, I suppose I could use a few sips myself. Now that is hot. The tea never lets you down. It never betrays you. You're not sitting and waiting for the double cross.
Wait a minute. Have you heard the strange tales of the Whistler?
I'm the Whistler.
You cops are going to be on the scene of a crime instead of coming in after it's all over. Tonight, I'm going to do a little exterminating.
Sunday night, and again CBS presents The Whistler.
I, the Whistler, know many things, for I walk by night. I know many strange tales, many secrets hidden in the hearts of men and women who have stepped into the shadows. And so I tell you tonight the story of the Double Cross. It is Christmas Eve in the big, lonely city of New York. Outside, the snow falls in huge floating flakes. Inside an apartment, young Joe Blake sits on the floor before a small Christmas tree with his 4-year-old nephew, Timmy. Joe's sister died 2 years ago, and for a while the child's father tried to look after Timmy. But being a detective lieutenant, the father, Steve, found it almost impossible. A year ago, young Joe had become involved with some hoodlums and would have gone to reform school but for Steve's intercession. Joe has kept out of trouble since then, and has been living with Steve and taking care of the apartment and little Timmy.
When will Santa Claus come, Uncle Joe?
Well, I don't think he'll come until you go to sleep, Timmy.
How's he going to get in?
Well, he comes down the chimney.
What chimney?
I never thought of that. Well, maybe he'll come through the window.
They're all locked, Uncle Joe.
Well, I'll open one after you go to bed, kid. He'll get in. Don't worry about that.
Open the biggest one.
The biggest one? Why?
Well, I saw Santa Claus, and he's fat. And a pony is big, too.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't know about the pony, Timmy. Kind of scarce these days.
Huh?
Well, ponies are kind of extinct.
Well, I could keep my window open. No one would smell them.
Wouldn't you like to have a train just as well? If you don't get a pony, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Attaboy, Timmy. Well, you better go to bed now. It's after 11, and old Nick won't come unless he's sure you're asleep. How about it?
When is Daddy coming?
Oh, he'll be along soon. Come on, Timmy. You're going to turn in. There we are. Tucked in fine. Night, Timmy.
Don't forget to open the window.
I won't. I'll open them all.
Police call's on the other end of the dial, Joe.
Huh? Oh, hello, Steve. I didn't hear you come in.
Let me help you.
I wasn't looking for the police call.
No?
I just put Timmy to bed.
Why so late?
Oh, he wanted to see Santa Claus. He's going to be kind of disappointed in the morning.
How so?
It's a pony.
Well, maybe you can buy him one, Joe.
Are you kidding?
No.
I don't get it. What's the matter with you, Steve? Something go wrong tonight?
Have you been here all evening?
Why, sure.
Haven't been out.
Don't I always stay with Timmy when you work late?
You didn't slip out for an hour or so while Timmy was asleep, huh?
No, why should I?
But you could have.
Sure I could, but I didn't.
Joe, when I got you out of that last scrape, I did it because I had a lot of faith in you. In your promises.
I still don't get it.
I was the one who got you that relief job in that department store. I vouched for you.
I know that. What about it?
Somebody opened the store's safe tonight. Somebody with slick fingers. Sensitive fingers like yours, Joe.
What? Why, I've been near the store since noon.
You sure?
Certainly, I'm not crazy. I've had my lesson.
I wish I could believe that.
I swear I haven't been out of this house. Why should you try to pin anything like this on me just because I'm working there during the holiday season?
I'm not trying to pin anything on you. Just has all the earmarks of your abilities to open a safe.
That's not fair, Steve. I'm through with that kind of stuff. I got plans. I'm going to make something useful of myself.
You're sure you weren't out of this place?
I swear I wasn't, Steve. I swear it.
Okay. I'll take a chance on it. I'm not on the case, but I heard about it. Now, look, they'll start checking on all the records of guys like you, and they'll probably drop around to see you tomorrow.
I didn't leave the house, Steve. I didn't.
Okay, but you got to have an alibi.
Well, Timmy was here.
Timmy's a baby. He won't count.
Oh, hello, Steve.
Why, evening, Captain. Come on in.
Yeah.
You know my brother-in-law, Joe.
Yeah, I remember him.
What can I do for you? Sit down. I was just ready to turn in, but sitting around reading for a couple of hours. Kind of drowsy.
Yeah? How long you been here, Steve?
Oh, I got off duty at 8. Been home since 8:30. Why?
How long has Joe been here?
Oh, he was here when I came in. He's been here all evening.
Hasn't been out?
Certainly not. What are you getting at, Captain?
Joe's been working mornings at Shelby's department store, hasn't
he? Yeah, that's right.
Well, their safe was open tonight around 9:30. They closed at 7:30. I thought we'd check up on the boys with sensitive fingers.
Joe? Why, he hasn't been out of the house. I'll swear to that.
You will?
Certainly I will. Joe's through with that kind of stuff.
Yeah? Well, then how would you explain this, Steve?
Why, where'd you get that cigarette case?
Wait a minute. Let's see that.
Sure. We found it beside the safe.
Joe, this is the case your sister gave you a year before last. I had your name engraved on it.
Yeah, but how'd it get there? I've never been near the store safe.
No? Well, I suppose you just lost it somewhere.
When did you see that case last, Joe?
Oh, yeah. I had it this morning. As a matter of fact, I hadn't missed it.
You expect me to believe that, Steve?
No.
Do you expect me to believe that you were here all evening?
No. You dirty little rat. You did pull that job.
No, I swear I didn't, Steve. I swear it.
You know what this means, Steve? You haven't been here all evening. You're lying. You're trying to furnish an alibi for Joe. Do you know what that means?
Yes, I know what it means. Sneaking little crook, I believed in him. Get him out of here. Get him out before I break his neck.
Steve, please, listen.
There'll be a hearing about you, Steve, in the morning. But Joe can't explain how his cigarette case happened to be near the safe. He remembers having lunch with a few of the old gang. Maybe it disappeared then. But nothing can be proved. So Joe is convicted and sent to prison for 2 years. Steve is discharged from the police force and goes into seclusion, his heart filled with bitter hatred for Joe. 2 years pass, and Joe is released, determined to make a success of his life regardless of his past. Steve has disappeared, but Joe meets Della Kenton, daughter of wealthy John Kenton. Della persuades her father to engage Joe as his secretary.
Guess who, darling?
Huh? Why, I can't imagine. But if I could, I'd guess it was Della.
Well, you'd guess right. Are you going to type all day, Joseph?
No, not all day, darling. I'll be through in a few minutes.
I've got a message for you. I knew you were busy, so I answered the phone. It was a man, thank heaven, and he said to tell you that he'd located your friend Steve.
What? Did you get the address?
Yes, darling, but don't get so excited. Here it is, 454 East 17th Street. That's certainly a dilapidated part of town. Whom do you know who lives there?
A fellow I used to know. I've been trying to locate him for 2 years. Well, it is a sort of a cheap locality, isn't it?
May I go with you?
Oh, darling, I'd rather you didn't. I won't be gone long.
I hope not. And don't forget, Father is arriving on the midnight train, and he expects us to meet him.
Yeah, I remember. I'll be back soon.
All right, darling. I'll be ready.
So long, Della.
Just a moment. Haven't you forgotten something?
Have I? What?
Are you a married man?
Certainly not. That is, not yet.
Well, then don't act so much like one. Come back here and kiss me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Della, darling. I was so excited I forgot. Bye, dear.
That's better. Now you can go. Go on.
I won't be gone long.
I hope not, because I want to talk to you about Christmas.
Christmas?
Yes. We're going to give a Christmas party, and I want you to help me.
Yes, of course, darling. I won't be long. Timmy. Well. How are you, baby?
Huh? What do you want?
Why, Timmy, don't you remember me? It's your Uncle Joe. Oh, gee, it's good to see you.
Uncle Joe? Gee, Uncle Joe.
By golly, I've been looking for you and your dad ever since, well, for over a year. Where's your dad?
I don't know. Someplace, I guess.
Yeah? How long you been in this place?
Oh, a long time.
What's Steve doing?
I don't know.
It's almost Christmas again, Timmy. Remember that last Christmas when you wanted a pony? What would you like to have most this Christmas? Huh? How'd you like a bicycle or a pair of skates? Or... Hey, what's wrong, Timmy? You're crying.
I'd like to have a bicycle,
Say,
but
what are you doing in bed at this time of the afternoon?
I couldn't ride a bicycle.
Timmy, what is it? Tell me, baby.
I don't know, Uncle Joe. I just can't walk.
When did this happen?
Last summer. First my foot wouldn't work, then my leg wouldn't work, and...
Oh, Timmy.
But I'll be all right pretty soon. As soon as Pop gets the money for the operation.
Of course you will, Timmy. You'll be all right in no time at all. Well, that must be Steve now. I'll close your door for a minute, Timmy. I want to talk to Steve.
You'll come back, Uncle Joe?
Yeah, I'll be back a lot now. Hello, Steve.
What are you doing here? Who let you in?
I walked in. Door was open.
Well, it's still open. Get out.
I've been looking for you ever since I got out.
What for?
I wanted to explain things. I'm sorry about what happened to you, Steve.
I don't want any explanations.
Hey, what's wrong with Timmy?
Are you going?
You look like you'd been drinking a lot, Steve.
So what?
You wouldn't be living in a place like this if you were working.
I'm getting by all right.
What about Timmy's operation? Can you take care of that?
I will.
Well, maybe I could help, Steve.
Why, you thieving little rat. I wouldn't take anything from you if Timmy and I both starved to death.
Don't be a fool, Steve. I haven't got anything, but I may be able to raise some money.
How? Open another safe? Now get out of here before I throw you out.
You're drunk, Steve.
I'm not drunk and I don't need you. Get out.
Okay, Steve. Okay, I'll go. But if you don't care about Timmy, I do.
Now, look, Timmy's got to be operated on within 30 days. It'll take $2,000, maybe more, and I'll get it. I won't steal it the way you would. And I'll get it. Now get out of here before I brain you.
So long, Steve. I'll be seeing you.
Dusk has descended as Joe leaves the cheap apartment and drives to the palatial estate of his fiancée, Della. He has decided to ask Della's father to lend him the $2,000. As he turns into the drive, a man steps out from beside the gate and stands before his car.
What do you want?
I want to talk to you, Joe.
Who are you?
Freddie Elsa. You remember me, Joe?
What do you want, Freddie?
Mike Slavich wants to have a little gab fest with you.
Mike Slavich? Where is he?
Turn out your lights and turn off your motor.
What are you doing here?
Mike will tell you.
Hiya, Joe. How you doing?
What are you doing around here, Mike?
Want to talk to you. Mind if I get in? You've been doing all right since you got out, haven't you, Joe?
Well enough.
I'll say. Living in this big joint, engaged to old man Kenton's daughter. That's what I call climbing. You're the old man's secretary, ain't you?
Yeah, get to the point.
Old man Kenton's got a safe in that house. It's got a lot of rocks in it.
What about it?
We thought you might help us get them. You know the combination of the safe.
You're crazy. I wouldn't think of it.
We could change your mind. Couldn't we, Freddie?
Yeah, more ways than one.
Get out of this car.
You don't scare, eh, Joe?
No.
Well, we mean business. If that don't scare you, maybe something else will.
You think so?
We know a quiet little spot where no one would find you for weeks, if ever.
Well, a real gun. Shoulder holster and everything. We've come a long way since we were kids, Mike. Started out with cap pistols, and now the real thing.
Yep. All you do is squeeze it. It squirts lead instead of water.
How far do you think you'd get if you did squeeze it?
We've never been pinched yet. No record, no fingerprints, no nothing.
First time for everything, huh? Cigarette, Mike?
Yeah. Thanks, Joe. Oh. Get a load of a cigarette case, Freddie. Joseph from Della. Fancy stuff. Well, how about it, Joe?
Well, looks like I'm stuck. I think you guys mean business. What's your plan?
Old man Kenton's out of town. We walk in with you, you open the safe, take the rocks, and we all leave.
All leave?
We'll take you with us. We'll hide out for a day or so until they start looking for you. You'll be accused, you know.
Now, wait a minute.
Come on, get going, Joe. Out of that car and up the drive. Open it up, Joe. Quit stalling.
Okay. It's open.
Hand me the stuff.
There you are.
Thanks. Now, let's go.
Joseph, are you in the library?
Get out there and talk to her. Tell her you're leaving town for a few days. No monkey business. We'll be watching.
Yes, Della. I'll be right out.
Oh, where have you been, darling? We've got to meet that train.
Well, Della, I was... I'm sorry, but you'll have to meet your father alone. I got to run out of town tonight on business. I'll be back in a few days.
What? Well, when did this come up?
Just a few minutes ago. I'm going to drive.
Well, all right, darling, if you must. Will you be back in time for the Christmas party?
I hope so, Della.
Well, I'd better get to the station. The train will be in a few minutes.
Yeah. Goodbye, dear.
Goodbye, and take care of yourself, Joseph.
I'll try, darling.
As soon as she gets out the drive, we'll leave. You take my car, Freddie. I'll drive with Joe. Come on.
Now, 2 days later, the story of the jewel theft breaks in the newspapers. Joe Blake is suspected, Old Man Kenton is offered a reward for the recovery of the stones and apprehension of Joe.
Gee, Mike, he's offering $10,000 for the recovery of the rocks and $2,500 for the capture of Joe.
I see. Well, we'll lay low for a few more days, then skip to Chicago and unload this stuff.
Why do that? You got a better deal right here in town.
How do you mean, Joe?
You'd make a lot more by collecting this reward than you would from a fence out of town.
You mean we go back to Kenton and hand over the stuff?
Why not?
Not a bad idea. We'd have to take you with us and turn you in.
Well, certainly. You'd have to do that to prove how you found the jewels.
What's your plan?
Oh, look. You guys are a couple of private detectives, and you read about the reward, see? You just happened to spot me and grab me. Brought me back to Kenton. You turn over the stuff, and he pays off. I'll make a break for the door. Got to take a few shots at me to make it look real, but you shoot wild. I get away. Then later on, when the coast is clear, I'll drop around. That leaves you in the clear, and I don't get locked up.
I think it's a nutty idea. What if it don't work?
Shut up. That ain't a bad idea, Joe. I'll take you up on that. So, Mr. Kenton, me and my partner read about the theft and saw this guy's picture and happened to spot him in this lunchroom, so we nabbed him. Well, here he is, and there's all your jewelry.
Yes, this is all here, every bit of it. Check it over, Della. See if your jewels are all there.
Yes, Father. Nothing of mine is missing.
Very well. I suppose you want the reward?
Well, after all...
I'll give you this check for $10,000 now for the return of the stones, and I'll withhold the $2,500 until he is booked by the police and locked up.
Well, okay, but we captured him. What more do you want?
I prefer it that way. I want to be sure that he's locked up, and if he gets out in 20 years, it'll be too soon for me. You certainly pulled the wool over my eyes. And when I think Adela might have married you, an ex-convict.
You can't always judge a book by its cover.
It doesn't seem possible I could have been such an utter fool.
You got a lot of things to learn, Della.
The sooner you get him out of here, the better.
Well, here's your check, and
So
when...
long, Della.
He's getting away!
Come back here. He's locked it from the other side.
He won't get far. I must have hit him.
Call the police.
Never mind. We'll get him. That $2,500 belongs to us. Come on, Freddie, out this window. He won't get far.
You think you hit him, really?
No, I missed him deliberately. Shot high. Now that I think about it, I'm just a sap. That was our chance to get rid of him. So illegally. He knows too much. I don't trust him.
But we ain't really cops.
So what? Any citizen's got a right to catch a fugitive. Come on, we're going to get that baby.
Joe makes a getaway and heads for a little hotel where he hides out for another day. Then the papers break with another story, and Kenton has increased the reward for Joe's capture. Joe studies this over for a while and realizes the possibility of Mike's double-crossing him for the additional reward. He slips out for a while, then returns to his room around 8 in the evening.
Who is it?
Open up or I'll kick it down.
Steve.
Well, so here you are, the rat himself.
What do you want, Steve?
What do you think?
Are you back on the force, Steve?
I will be when I get through with you. Because of you, I got kicked out. And now you're the one who's going to set me back in harness again. Funny how things work out.
Oh, you know about the reward, do you?
Yeah, I do. Once a crook, always a crook. I knew you'd pull something sooner or later.
How's Timmy?
He's just going to be fine in a few days.
What do you mean?
He can have that operation now.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that.
You're not half as glad as I am. And the thing that pleases me most is the way I'm getting the dough. Boy, this rap is going to send you away for 20 years.
So what?
Get your hat and start walking. And don't try that fade-out stuff on me, because I like you so much, I'd as soon plug you as look at you. Thanks, Mr. Kenton. Thanks very much. I wouldn't have come out so soon, but, well, this money's a lifesaver.
How's that, Bradley?
My kid, Timmy's got to have an operation, and I didn't have a cent. Has to be done in a few days, or he won't live. Check's a real Christmas present.
Mr. Bradley, what do you think they will do with Joseph?
Oh, he'll get 20 years. Two-time loser?
What a shame.
I had a lot of faith in that boy. So did Della. I just can't understand it.
There's been some others who felt that way.
Well, what did he have to gain? He was engaged to Della, and he could have had everything. And he was very stupid to do what he did.
What do you mean?
Well, he took a chance on his life when he escaped from this room. He knew those two men had guns. Good thing for him that the big fella couldn't shoot straight.
They fired at him?
The big man did, as he went right through that door.
Look up above the door. All 3 shots near the ceiling.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. You know, I'd say there was either very good shooting or he had a gun that kicked like a mule.
It wasn't a big gun. Snub-nosed revolver.
Snub-nose. Not a service pistol?
No, I'm sure it wasn't.
I may drop in on you in a few days, Mr. Kenton.
Certainly, Bradley. Anytime.
I want to ask you a few questions, Joe.
Did you collect the reward?
I did last night.
How's Timmy?
He went to the hospital this morning.
Oh, that's swell. Gee, I'm glad. Well, what do you want to know?
He didn't pull his job alone, Joe.
How did you arrive at that conclusion?
Who were those guys who captured you?
Said they were private detectives.
One of them was a swell shot. He placed every slug in the same spot, above the door, deliberately. They were in this with you, gagged to cop the reward that was sure to be offered. Otherwise, they'd have popped you in the doorway, you were to get away, and then all meet later and share the proceeds.
Yeah?
But in the meantime, they changed their minds, Joe, and decided to cut you out. They double-crossed you.
What do you mean?
How do you suppose I knew where you were hiding? A guy phoned me and tipped me off. They figured they had no police record. Nothing you could say would implicate him. They're safe. Why attempt to shield a double-cross you?
That's just what I figured those rats would do.
You might as well spill it, Joe, and determine to crack this case.
Yeah? What would happen if you cracked this one and another one besides? Set you up as a lieutenant again, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I was forced to open that safe at the point of a gun.
Tell me another one, Joe.
If you want to grab the other 2 guys, I'll make a deal with you.
A deal?
Let me talk to your fingerprint expert and get me out of this cell.
Are you kidding?
I want you to take me to Old Man Kenton's. There's a Christmas Eve party going on there tonight.
I wouldn't trust you across the hall.
It means just as much to you as it does to me, and probably more. I'll guarantee results.
Okay. What's your plan?
I'll tell you on the way out to the Kenton place.
All right. Hey, Sergeant, let us out of here.
Come with me, gentlemen. Father's waiting for you in the library.
Looks like you're going to have quite a party here tonight, Miss Kenton.
It sure does.
Here are the 2 detectives, Father.
Oh, yes. Come in, gentlemen. Come in. Close the door, Della. I sent for you men because you did a good job of capturing Joe Blake and returning the jewels.
Yeah?
I'm having quite a number of guests here tonight, and I've just received some disturbing news. Joe Blake has escaped.
Escaped?
Holy mackerel.
He may make another try to steal the jewels while we are occupied with our guests.
I see. You want us to see that nothing happened.
I want you fellas to stay here near the safe, and if he does come, grab him.
Sure. You won't have a thing to worry about.
Good. Come along, Della. Our guests are beginning to arrive.
All right, everybody, don't make a move.
Father!
Joe!
Lay your guns on the desk, boys. Thanks. Get over the other side of the room, Della. You too, Kenton. Things might happen.
What's on your mind, Joe?
Spread your hands flat on that desktop, Mike. You too, Freddie, and keep them there. Make one move, and I'll drill you both, you dirty double-crossing rats. Forced me to open the safe at the point of a gun, and tipped off the cops where to find me, because you were afraid I might horn in on the reward.
This guy must be nuts, Mr. Kenton.
Which one of you phoned Steve Bradley? Come on.
Well, I didn't, Joe. I thought you was going to contact
Shut
us.
up, you little dope.
Yeah, but he's mad, Mike. I don't want him to think I tipped the cops.
Shut up.
You did it, Freddie. You're the one.
No, honest, Joe, I didn't. I didn't. Please, Joe.
Open that safe, Kenton. I'm really taking those jewels this time. But I won't be bothered by Mike and Freddie.
Joe, I didn't do it, honest.
I'm going to place one right between your eyes, Freddie. Right between your eyes.
Joe!
He's bluffing.
Let anybody move. I'll open the door.
Hello, Mr. Kenton.
Hello, Bradley.
We traced Joe Blake to the edge of your estate. I thought we'd better look in.
Just in time, Steve. Put up your hands and step into the room.
What goes on here?
The cops are going to be in on the scene of the crime instead of coming in after the crime's over. I'm going to take some jewels and do a little exterminating. But first, I'm going to make these guys do a little talking. I want to know which one of you guys tipped off Steve about me. Say something, Mike.
This guy's crazy. Says we made him steal his stuff.
That the voice you heard on the phone, Steve?
No.
What have you got to say, Freddie?
It wasn't me. I tell you, it wasn't.
It must be him.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like him.
I thought so. Right between the eyes, Freddie.
Please, Joe, don't.
He won't shoot.
Hand over that gun, Joe. Give it to me.
Oh! Hey, he did it. I told you he meant it.
You're crazy, Joe. You're crazy.
I killed a cop, so why should I worry about killing a couple of rats like you? Start talking, Mike. Tell him you guys forced me to open that safe.
You can't bluff me. There's no proof of such a thing.
No? All right, Sergeant. Check Mike's fingerprints on the glass-top desk. Step on it.
Yeah, sure.
Mr. Kenton, look in the second drawer of the safe. You'll find my cigarette case wrapped in a handkerchief.
What? By George, he's right.
I put it there the night I opened the safe. Let the sergeant compare the prints with the ones on the desktop. I've been near that safe since the night the stones disappeared.
What are you trying to pull, Joe?
You have no police record, Mike. I didn't want you to go through life like that, so I fixed one up for you. Remember the night you forced me into this? I offered you a cigarette? Well, you got a record now, Mike.
Well, Mike's prints on the desk check with the ones in the cigarette case.
And how about that photo of prints you found on that safe I was supposed to have opened several years ago? You brought them along?
Say. Why, they're all the same. They all check.
Now you guys start talking. Go on, tell it all.
I'll tell nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right between the eyes, Freddie. Right between the eyes.
Tell him, Mike. Tell him he means it.
I'll tell him nothing.
Joe!
Well, that finishes Freddie. Are you ready to talk, Mike?
Yeah, I'll talk, Joe. I'll talk.
You robbed that department store. You planted my cigarette case there. You copped it at the lunchroom, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right.
I had nothing to do with that job. And you did force me to open this safe, didn't you? My cigarette case proves that.
Yeah, that's right. I'll admit it. You're innocent, Joe.
All right. There you are, Steve. You can get up now.
Yeah, very nicely handled, Joe.
Hey, I thought you was... I've been framed.
Pour some water on Freddie. Joe was using blanks.
Hey, Joe. No, Joe, I'll tell everything.
Nothing more to tell, Freddie. It's all been told.
Well, that certainly leaves you in the clear, Joe. And, Joe, I want to apologize for everything.
Okay, Lieutenant. Apologies accepted.
Merry Christmas, Joe.
Same to you, Steve. And tell Timmy that Della and I will be down to see him in the morning.
Well, there you are. Everything worked out very nicely, just as everything should, but seldom does. But there's something I should explain about the person who tipped Steve off as to where to find Joe. It wasn't Mike, and it wasn't Freddie. No, it was Joe himself. It was Joe who phoned Steve, knowing it would give Steve an impetus, a new start in his career of sleuthing. And it really worked. And it saved Timmy's life, and Joe's too, for that matter.
CBS has presented The Whistler. Original music for this production was composed and conducted by Wilbur Hatch. The Whistler is written and directed by J. Donald Wilson and originates from Columbia Square in Hollywood. Next week at 9:30...
I, the Whistler, will return to tell you another unusual tale. Good night.
This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Well, my dear, I suppose another night has extinguished itself as the sun decides it wants the skies back, and it'll take them by force. I do so enjoy our visits, and I do hope you'll come back very, very soon. I'll be right here, same time, same place, waiting for your company. But if I could ask just one more favor of you, as you make your way home, as you enter your well-appointed living room and make your way through the stairs to your comfy bed, and you blink away the day to head to the land of Nod, just take one moment for me and be thankful for what you have. and I'll be seeing you soon.